Welcome to the show, and what a complete load of shit we've got for you tonight.
I used to laugh at the idea of a woman prime minister.
John, you can ask me questions if you give me notice.
There's no time necessarily for manners.
Doesn't give my opponents much time to run.
I'm responsible for introducing the concept of Indian people excellent.
They hate us. You know, they hate the system.
I used to call the old culture the concrete playground.
Poets in this country have always been the smart ones.
I've been performing since I was born.
I can smell the uranium on it.
No mai haramai te whānau ki Aotearoa I tēnei pō, ko Magenta tōku ingoa.
And I'm gonna fix it.
Buffering.
I can't find. I'm not doing it in time. Call Detective Roger's tōku ingoa. I'm trying to find. Oh, there it is. Host label. Refresh. Now I'm prickly
now
juicer.
You get it.
Oh my goodness. I fucked that one up. Oh well.
Yep.
We're trying.
But I mean, to be fair, now that I just say my normal name and whatever this shit is just for funsies.
Exactly.
Who needs actual names?
Hello team. Heidi Mai.
Yes. Kia ora everyone.
Kia ora.
Welcome to another fucking week.
Another week
Different
around
day.
the world, another week of bullshit, another day of despair,
Right.
another lifetime of woes.
Another reason to want to put down my phone and just walk into the fucking ocean.
That has been actually a lot of my it's so I don't know. How's your week been? We'll start with you.
I mean,
What have you been up
to be fair, I spent a lot of last week editing the video that I made for Friday night for our anniversary.
Of course.
So I actually spent a lot of time doing that. Other than that, I actually got to go to fucking bingo, which was great. Didn't win, but I don't care. Bingo was on. Then I had D&D, which was always good. And honestly, this weekend I just fucking rested. I feel like I had a pretty big week, but I'm looking forward to this week though.
What's to look forward to this week?
Well, Te Rōpū Pounamu in the Green Party, we have a wānana ki kanohi, so basically a little in-person event where we go on Friday night and then we come back on Sunday arvo, and we've got I'm going to be in I'm carpooling with Tamitha Paul, and I'm fucking stoked.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And Tanya Waikato is going to be there. You know, Marama's going to be there. There's going to be a bunch of us, and we're just going to be looking at stuff, reflecting kind of all the random agenda stuff that I think is still currently being sorted out. And that's why you, on Friday night, have my job.
Yeah, that's right. I've been Tom Sawyered. I've been tricked into taking your job. No compensation.
I mean, I can ask someone else if you want.
No, I'll do it. I like showing up.
See.
Well, you know, it's almost like an odd couple situation too. Like me and Ems. Like,
well, that's
different.
exactly why I was kind of keen, because I'm like, we haven't seen this combo yet. So
It's true.
I'm kind of curious. Like, if I'm not too busy at 9 p.m. on Friday night, I think we're going to potentially going to the bar and the beach. But if I'm not there, I will definitely try to watch you guys. And
okay.
Otherwise, I'll watch you on Sunday and you'll get my review on Monday. How does that sound?
And Sam's saying he's free if I don't make it. So there you go. We've got a backup.
Everybody
We've got
wants,
a line.
Everybody, I mean, to be fair, there is already a couple of people that would be in line after you. Don't worry.
Okay.
We got new friends coming. You know what I mean?
That's true.
The neighborhood is getting bigger, so
The neighborhood is getting bigger.
we got more friends to play with, and I see Bree met Willow Jean Prime today.
Huh? Willow G Prime?
Willow Jean Prime, and no,
Oh my
not
goodness.
a fucking Transformers.
That's no, okay.
No, that is a very lovely woman from the Labour Party who I actually quite like.
And that's her actual name.
Yes, Willow Jean.
Oh my
It's like
goodness,
her first name is
yes!
Willow-Jean, and then her last name is Prime.
She's
I know.
actually got the name of a fucking Terminator or something. Like,
Yeah,
it's
or like
perfect.
if you think about it, kind of mixes like Jean Grey, you know, got like that in there a little too. So it's a very, very fun name. But I saw today that Brie was at an event with her. Thought that was
He was
pretty cool.
bothering me. It's not good for camera. No one's done it up. At least
how's
my
your
lighting.
week been? You just
yeah.
fucking think about your lighting in here.
Yeah, I've been thinking about my lighting. No, it's been good. It's been a bit more, you know, the spring cleaning has come and gone, I suppose. I've done all the physical stuff. Now it's on to like doing my computer, doing my emails, doing all that shit.
Oh my god, you do your emails?
Yeah, doing all my to-do lists, all that kind of stuff. Just doing
You're
everything.
A good human.
Oh, no, I'm not.
How do you function? Like,
no, these are the things I'm good at. I'm good at these things. There are things I'm horrible at.
Tools.
Like, I'm not good at, like, I don't know, getting my phone plan, which I need to organize, done by the end of the month, you know? Like, you know, I need to get that sorted. I still haven't got on top of that. I think I need to reactivate my credit, which I cancelled at the start of the year because someone committed identity theft.
Oh, that's
like that
right,
kind of credit, like the credit agencies.
You lost your credit card?
Yeah, I lost my wallet, and someone's using my ID to sign up for a Vodafone plan, and I had to go cancel my credit and yada yada. And I just sort of left it alone till then. And I'm like, oh, now I actually need to sign up for a phone plan, so I'll probably need it reactivated. And
to be fair, I currently need to switch my phone plan, and I've been meaning to do that for like the last 3 months. So I feel you. You know.
Well, I was on a compensatory package before this, and I have to start paying my own phone. So I've been actually. If anyone knows any of that shit, I'm looking for a good data plan. I'm looking for preferably probably an unlimited one because I'm one of those people. I go around with my phone all day watching YouTube, so it's almost like
you're one of those crazy people.
Yeah.
Those people actually fucking scare me. Like when I see someone on the bus watching a whole Netflix, I'm just like, what?
Well, I saw one that was $40 a month for like unlimited 10 gig, which I was like, that's pretty good. So I might go with that one.
I mean, that is pretty
there were
good.
cheaper ones you could pay like $9 a month and you'd get unlimited 2, but it was like 3 megabits a second, which isn't great, and it was like capped after a certain gigabyte. Anyway, we get into technical boring shit, so that's the kind of stuff that I'm just like, I push down the road, I'm like, I'll get around to it, and then it's like last minute, and I show up to my apartment, I'm like, why the fuck is my fucking internet connected?
Oh, because I forgot to do that thing that I've been
because I've been putting it off for months.
So basically what you're telling me is if something happened with your electricity company, you'd probably just wake up one day and the fucking power would be off.
I mean, yes, potentially that is what would happen, but that's not the point of the story I was making. The point of the story I was making was I might see put together and organized in some areas, but other areas I'm just completely useless, and I'm like,
I mean, you know, you can't have it all. You
Exactly.
know? Otherwise, you'd be overpowered. Also, I just have to ask, and I mean this with no shade, but how old is your phone? Because I'm surprised people still have 3G.
Aren't you lucky, Matt? Because 3G is going, but let's see, we're halfway through this decade, so that means 6G's coming.
Yeah.
6G's
I mean, we only
coming
got 5G
next decade.
not that long ago.
It's every 10 years, so this decade's 5G, so we'll get 6G coming up in the next decade. So, you know, I don't know, 2-3 years down the road, someone will start putting up 6G poles and shit.
I should start calculating my age based off of what G's are on.
Yeah, what generation are you actually? Oh, that's.
Well, when was one? Because I mean, I remember when 2G like phased out.
Yeah, so I'm like 3.5 generations in, I think.
Which would make us from the beginning, so we can just count it from the beginning.
Yeah, I was there when G1 existed, guys.
What's a Samsung Galaxy S10? I'm like, I don't know what the S is up to, but I'm assuming they're up a lot higher. But
oh wait, no,
also,
S10. So that's before they switched to the S20. So they did the jump from
Wait,
10
what?
to 20. Everyone likes doing that, just jumping random numbers. But this kind of does make sense in retrospect. So they changed it in 2020 to the S20, so it matches with the year. So that makes it easier to remember. So I got an S23, so I instantly it's like, oh, that's 2023.
You know what? I'm actually really behind that. Why didn't Apple do that?
I don't know.
Now.
And
I think they're up to something weird like 18 or some shit.
Yeah, exactly. And Windows did some weird shit where they jumped from 8 to 10 for no reason, and then they went to 11. Well, they did probably secretly behind the scenes have a reason, which was they were going to probably turn to a rolling release system, which basically Windows 10 would have been the last version ever, and they would have kept just updating it forever. So it would have been a nice round number. But they've clearly abandoned that as an option, so now they're on to Windows 11.
They want to force us to buy, they're trying to force more money out of us. It's typical fucking Microsoft.
Anyway.
But also, kia ora everyone. I see.
Yeah.
We got Noah's here, Kiwi's here, Biblio, Vampire. It's in the ballot.
And we've got hopefully a funner show on tonight. Not as much depression, I think, this time. Yeah. Well, I made sure of that. I was like, let's get some more memes, some more fun, some more life into this. And
the news, now delivered with less depression.
Shockingly enough, the more you do this, the better you get at it. I'm getting better each week identifying like, oh, that's shit, we're not going to cover that much, or that's not really... too prompt for discussion, that kind of thing, so chuck it out, that kind of stuff. And yeah, I don't know, still refining some of the more rough layers of this, I think, but we're getting there, and we do appreciate the feedback too, guys, even though we might not respond to all of it, because fucking just run out of time in a week. I only usually check the last couple of days YouTube page. I was like, oh yeah, I wonder how the videos from last week gone, and like we have like a few comments.
To be fair, I do a similar thing, but that's also because like after we finish, I can't like do anything for the first, I don't even know how many hours it is, because I didn't bother trying to check every hour, because obviously it takes quite a while for them to like upload the video and all that shit, which makes sense. I mean, how many fucking things are being uploaded to YouTube every bloody second? So yeah, I usually do the old on a Sunday. I don't tend to have much on, so I do a bit of housework and I do a bit of video stuff, and it's a good way to kind of check in. But I mean, to be fair, at the same time, I don't want to make myself feel like I have to be that accessible, I'm not going to be answering people's comments straight away. Chronically
You're available,
online.
but not too available.
Yeah, I think you got to have a healthy level of...
You're doing what you do when you want that guy to like you, but not to get bored of you,
No, see, when I like someone, I just tell them I like them. And see if they say they like me back.
Autistic version where you just say, I like you.
Yes.
Just checking.
Like literally the last time I went on a successful date, it was just like, hey, I really liked this. We should hang out again. I want to see you. And he was like, yeah, same.
I appreciate the directness.
Honestly, it was great. It was great. I love a straightforward, let's not fuck around and play games bullshit.
Yeah.
Instead of fucking around and playing games, I guess we better
fuck around and
shit, eh?
and finally find out, as people say. We're finally finding out. We got a bit to find out today. In fact, I should switch screen to this one, shouldn't I? Here we go. Allied health workers vote to strike after mediation fails. Yay!
Of course we fucking did.
So roughly 10,000 allied health workers, physio, lab techs, radiographers, etc. have voted to strike after mediation has failed. PSA National Secretary Flor Fitzsimmons said the pay offer still doesn't keep pace with inflation. Meanwhile, there are simply not enough health workers to provide the level of care New Zealanders need. So nothing's changed. I've seen no comment from the government, but presumably it would just be come back to the table again.
Yeah.
Come back to the table so we could fail and you can go on strike and do this whole game again. We say, come back to the table.
Which, like, I don't know if I just realized, have we been including how much money is being wasted by these types of things.
No, I haven't done
amount-
any investigation
Exactly.
on
Like that's what I just thought of, because my brain was like, wait a minute, how much money are they wasting constantly having these meetings that are, you know, they know that they're going to be in bad faith. They know that they're going to have made their mind up, and they're just listening to them.
Although you would have to compare that price difference to the savings as if they were doing, say, paying them properly and or doing back pay.
Oh yeah, you would definitely, like, you have to add that, I reckon.
Yeah. Well, because they've probably done the maths themselves, and they might have figured it out. They might have been like, hey, this still, you know, is better for us financially than paying them more, you know. Maybe they've done the maths and figured it out. But as we know with national and numbers, they don't seem to be quite good at them, so... You know?
Yeah.
I assume they then got it wrong.
How could they be good at something they were never planning to be in the first place?
Yep.
Like, they got to actually pretend like they want to do this.
Anyway, moving on to... this one I just did so you can bring up these pictures of the fire, but this is connected to more sort of budgetary stuff and constraints. Yeah.
Fins, like the whole shit with fins at the moment.
So the huge wildfire in Tongariro National Park has burned through more than 2,500 hectares. 15 helicopters and 3 planes waterbombed the blaze, but at this stage it's just 20% contained. I don't think that's the case anymore, sorry. I haven't updated this. Trampers Lodges, the Hillary Outdoor Centre and Whakapapa Village have all been evacuated. Other residents are on standby. Terrified locals have said the aircraft battling the flames looks like midges on an elephant. Which I just thought, so they're just saying it's tiny. With the assistance of rain, the majority of the fire now appears to be extinguished. That's what I picked up just before we went live recently. So it sounds like they've finally got it under control. I got a quote here from one of the people on the ground. Visibly, it looks out, but we're doing the thermal imaging and drones over it tonight to see if we can pick up any activity or hotspots we can't see. So it sounds like they've largely now got the blaze under control, thankfully.
Well, yeah, it's I've got here from the live. So it's gone up to 2,800 hectares. So that's a difference of 300. And yeah, all of those village places have been evacuated.
The best argument for banning fireworks. So was this actually started by fireworks? Is that like a confirmed thing? I didn't see that.
I know there was some that I heard of some fires being started. I think there was up to 50, wasn't there?
Yeah.
On
I don't know.
Night. I'll have to have a look.
But well, I've got some numbers right here. Last week, Finns also responded to 50 jobs related to fireworks on Guy Fawkes Night.
Yeah.
In Dunedin student quarter, around 80 people were letting off fireworks and drinking in the street. That's just typical Dunedin behaviour, unfortunately. And a major fire at Tomahawk Beach covering about 100 meters took 9 crews over 2 hours to fight. So yeah. Definitely more of the reason that we should ban fireworks. It doesn't help, especially when we put it into context here. This is now worsened by the fact that last week Finns said it needs to save roughly $50 million per year to remain financially sustainable. That's just sustainable. Like, you know, no one. We should expect these guys to bring in a profit, obviously, but that's so literally to keep their heads just going. They need to save $50 million every year. They state it cannot continue responding to everything, such as road crashes, medical rescues, fires, etc. Finns say core frontline duties, such as firefighting and rescue, will not be affected, but they are considering slowing or stopping additional services. So that might be like crash rescue, you know, like response, stuff like that. Which
how about we don't? No, I don't like that. Take it back.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Take it back. I don't like that.
And this is just again reminding me of my campaign, my Greens campaign. Where's your economy now?
I could have brought that up if you had it.
Not to bother about it. But it's just, you know, one of those things that keeps getting just. It's like every week, you know? Every week there's some environmental fucking disaster or catastrophe, I swear, that's
absolutely
like going to affect many people, many regions.
There was a giant flood somewhere, I want to say in the Philippines, because one of my friends, I'm terrible. I don't know exactly where in the Philippines she's from, but she put up a post on Facebook the other day saying that unfortunately they ended up having like a flash flood that, was within minutes coming into their house. And unfortunately, 2 out of their 4 dogs did not make it. Or was it 3 out of 4? No, it might have been 3 out of 4 of their dogs were unfortunately...
Well, we can touch on the Philippines a little bit, actually. We can skip, fast forward a little to around the world. Well, it's just sort of a footnote. We may as well mention it now. But, I mean, it's not a footnote to Philippines. You don't need to open anything. But last week, Philippines was battered by Typhoon...
that must have been it.
Kalmagi, killing at least 142 and displacing hundreds of thousands more. Which included a military helicopter which crashed during searches with 6 aboard killed. So even the rescue helicopter wound up crashing. It ended up moving to Vietnam, where last I checked, at least 5 were reported dead, but that's probably gone up since then. I didn't check Vietnam again. Yeah. And this week, the Philippines is bracing for a super typhoon. Yes, this one's a super typhoon, known as Fung Wong, which will be the 21st storm to hit the Philippines this year.
Fung Wong, more like fuck you, Jesus.
Yeah, so
fucking hell. And I mean, that's the other thing too, is that like this climate crisis, we're going to see, especially island nations, suffering first and suffering quite intensely.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's worth bringing up that picture, to be fair, because that's fucking devastating. So I'm not surprised my friend's family dogs, unfortunately, did not survive, because that is insane.
That fucking sucks.
Yeah, I mean, my heart goes out to everybody in the Philippines.
We will make it up to you later, dog lovers. We've got plenty of dog things tonight that we can go through later.
Don't worry, it won't just be depressing dog stuff.
It's not just depressing dog stories.
Although, speaking of a bit of a dog...
Oh no! Yeah,
sorry. I just wanted to.
That was a good transition. Yeah. Well, this one just popped up before we went live as well. Nationals mulling over selling assets as a election campaign next year. So Luxon said to the government will think about possible sales of government assets. I mean, I'm sure they've been thinking about it this entire time. I'm sure that they've thought a lot about it. They're probably just thinking, which ones do we want to save for later? All right, but stress that no asset sales are planned during this term. So why is he stressing this? Because that's weird. So he seems to identify in that like we're not doing it this term, that it's like a negative thing, or it's got some negative association. Then why would you try and run on it? I don't know. That's a weird sort of. That's weird to me. Anyway, he stated the government needed to be able to recycle assets, as he put it, i.e. sell underperforming assets or unnecessary asset and reinvest in new opportunities, which is also a weird... This entire thing is focused on, like, failing ones, but we've seen in the past we don't just sell, like, failing or struggling ones. Like, if it's doing good, that's another reason to sell. It always is. It's like, oh, this thing's shit, let's get rid of it. It doesn't make any money. Then it's like, oh, this thing's highly profitable. Let's sell some shares, you know?
I mean, it seems like historically they've just been like, hey, we're a bit povo at the moment, so let's just fucking hawk this off at the cashies. Nah, it's all good. We'll get it back, I promise.
Kiwi, that they will be recycling back into the billionaires' pockets.
Yeah.
That's where it gets recycled.
Like, how is that recycling?
I don't know.
Like, what a weird.
They're trying to put a nice leftist spin on it, so everyone's like, "Oh, I like recycling. I support recycling. That sounds good."
Right?
We're not selling assets; we're recycling them. Yeah, this is a new rhetoric change if I've ever seen it. But let's see. Luxon said the National Party might take assets or asset recycling to the 2026 election campaign, making it part of their policy or platform next term. Yeah. So, yeah. What else to say but boo? We need to stop doing this.
That's
one-term
just,
government. Fingers crossed. Well, because
we cannot afford this.
they seem to make it like from what I was reading, it's not entirely clear, but they seem to want to make it actually like its own sort of independent thing that happens. I didn't realize cash converters was a recycling.
Yeah,
center.
sorry, that was too good. Too good a gift from Kiwi
That's a capitalistic recycling center. That's
right.
what it is. Yeah, that's what a pawn shop is. But yeah, it sounded a little bit like they'd want to actually make this into like an actual program or something. Like maybe it's independently run by the government or something. I don't know, but maybe some body that goes through and sells the assets. It sounded like that's what they were like they wanted to be this its own entity selling assets. Are you saying Labor won't sell assets if the future funds fails? Who the fuck knows? I don't know.
I mean, I personally don't think the next coalition would sell the future, sell any assets, because like at this point we're running under coalitions. It's not just a Labor thing. Like I'm not even a Labor voter.
Yeah.
I don't want Labor. I want a green pretty much only fucking government.
I mean, look, sell, maybe they will sell an asset. Like that's not always necessarily the most worst thing in the world, but it really depends. And we shouldn't just be doing it willy-nilly, just selling assets. Like this thing's useless, it doesn't. But when they also say it's useless, they say it doesn't make money, not that it doesn't have value. That's the that's sometimes the key contention there. It's like, hey, this thing might not be bringing in a profit, but it definitely has value. It brings value to the community. It brings value to the people who it assists or provides for. So, yeah, I mean, anyway, my mind was going somewhere with that, but I've lost it. It's gone with the wind.
Bees.
Oh yeah, wasps, hornets. This is bad for bees. So that's right. There's someone on Reddit had an instruction on how to make these little trap things, and I forgot to add it, but I was going to do that.
If you want.
Yeah, see if you can find it, because essentially the reason I'm bringing this, because I brought this up last week, but it's changed just a little bit. So essentially, captured specimens are being genetically tested to confirm whether the nests are local or new arrivals, but they're pretty sure everything has come from one breeding group, like one nest. So essentially, what this guy from
is this the trap?
It might be, yeah, and I think it's essentially just like vinegar with some water and...
Yeah, so what do we got? 1 plastic water bottle, beer or apple juice?
Yeah, apple juice.
Sugar, that makes sense. Add vinegar to keep bees away. Interesting. Add dishwashing liquid to break the surface tension of the liquid. So caught wasps quickly drown. Wow, that is actually surprisingly easy.
Yeah. So it's essentially just a little trap, and you can put some fruit and stuff in there. Just like the other stuff, like the honey or you can use golden syrup or whatever. Like any of those things
basically
that like
a
sweet stuff to attract them. Yeah. Especially that rotting fruit helps because it like gives off a bit of a scent. I think that's why you put the vinegar in if you're not putting the fruit or anything, because that vinegar sort of attracts the insects and stuff. The aim is to prevent establishment before the summer breeding period. Luckily, evidence suggests that the specimens were all related and likely came from the same original nest. This means there'd only be one breeding event. There'd been only one breeding event, and there may be a good chance to eradicate them. So, essentially that's why it's go make these things, guys, because this is basically our one chance. This is our one chance to stop them breeding. Otherwise,
so they're only in Auckland still?
I think only in Auckland.
Cool.
Yeah,
fingers crossed.
Auckland region. The yellow leg hornet is apparently bigger than normal wasp, darker, faster, with pointier tips, whatever that means. But yeah, so they still haven't fully established themselves, so we've got one chance to sort of fuck them up and get them the fuck out before they actually establish breeding colonies, I guess, around here. Which after that, look, maybe it's not impossible still, but it'll be a lot harder, and the longer it takes, the harder it's going to be. So, and I know I don't want to be fucking stung by one of these things. Fuck that. So.
Oh, and I mean, to be fair, I'm actually also just wondering like what that would do in terms of like, I mean, there's a reason the fucking airport security are as harsh as they are, is because our biosecurity could completely be compromised. Like these could see particular, you know, I don't know what they might attack, but there's a good chance that they'll fuck with the ecosystem that farmers have. They will mess with their produce and mess with a bunch of other things. So
yes, just the tips. Just the tips are pointier. Nothing else is pointy. Just the tips.
We need to cock block these wasps.
Oops, sorry.
How dare you?
Oh, I get it.
Get it? Yeah.
That took a while. You could probably put a little video, ding, ding, ding.
Also, we're calling them incest wasps. I'm kind of obsessed with that.
I mean, I guess they technically. I mean, that's not very taboo. I feel probably in the insect community. They're like, yeah, whatever. Everyone's sleeping with their own cousin.
I mean, aren't they all just fucking the same chick?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Or is it bees? I don't know.
I don't know how it works. I don't know
how bees do incest.
The queen sits there and lays all the eggs, but I don't know how she's getting knocked up. Maybe she's got some stallion just chained out back. She's like, take me now.
Chained out back.
I don't know.
Oh, let's go to the next story.
Let's moving on. Oh my goodness. I'm supposed to play a thing for this. No. Wait, criminal investigation called. Yes. No, this is the
cool.
This is the bad cops. It's supposed to play this.
Bad cops.
Yeah, anyway.
A cab. What? Sorry, who?
Criminal investigation has been called after police falsify alcohol breath tests. We did cover this the other week, but it's had a little bit more progress since then. An internal audit uncovered over 30,000 alcohol breath tests recorded as false or erroneous between July of 2024 and September 2025. Around 120 police officers are under investigation for involvement in falsifying those breath tests. The falsified results were only discovered after police built a new algorithm to analyze the data, as the devices themselves could not distinguish between legitimate and illegitimate tests. So this is, I guess that's a flaw with the device then, that you could, I don't know, you could probably build that in, right? You probably didn't, whatever, it's probably a manufacturer thing. Anyway, Defense Lawyers Association says there needs to be a criminal investigation launched following the unprecedented revelations and full support a full and independent audit of the historical data. So they've only gone back through the data of like the last year, so they haven't actually analyzed like all reports. So this is just like a year's worth, right? So, and I think as she goes on to suggest, like, imagine what going through like all the breath tests might wind up revealing. Like,
I mean, that is a good. I guess now my brain's going, yeah. Who do they check those things?
No, they don't. And that's literally what they've said. That they don't check them. Yeah, they don't check them. There's no built-in mechanism to check them. They actually built this algorithm so they could go back and check, and they've only done for the last year. Yeah, exactly.
Jesus. Also, man, you know, I feel like this is just another one of those times where, like, as a kid, I was made to fear all things that were institutional and be like, there's all these rules and everyone has to follow them, and if you don't follow them, you'll get in trouble. And then I got older and I was like, what the fuck do you mean? No one's checking on anything.
Being a kid is all about learning about the rules and like how you need to follow the rules to get in trouble. And then
right,
you do like I do. Like, I'm the person that, like, if there's a button that says don't push me, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna push it and see what happens. and then nothing happens, and you're like, what was the point? What was the point of telling me not to push?
Right. So, like, what's the point in them keeping all of this data at that point? I mean, thank God they're doing something with it now. And
But yeah, and this could have an impact of like previous cases too, especially if they do go through an audit, as this person suggests. He says defendants convicted based on evidence from these officers need to be able to have the impact of whatever evidence in their case was reviewed. Current prosecutions involving them will need careful review. Like, this could bring into contention some previous convictions from, especially officers that would have falsified reports. It's like, okay, well, now, whether this is a legitimate report or not, it's now a question whether or not you actually made this. Yeah, so especially if that was, like, the critical evidence in some cases, it could be completely overturned, that conviction. So, damn. Which I'm sure probably in a lot of cases it probably is. I don't know, but at least I guess the one bit of solace there is they usually do give them a blood test almost always following breath tests, and if there's some kind of conviction. But I do know that they can't force you to take the blood test. Yes. So there are some instances where it's literally just on the breath test, I believe. So, anyway, Acting Police Deputy Commissioner Jill Rogers spoke to Checkpoint on Tuesday about the falsified test. She confirmed that none of the staff had been stood down, and did not rule out criminal investigations. So, I guess everyone who did this, they're just like, well, whatever, just stay on the job. No questioning your ethics, I guess. I mean, I guess it's 120 officers and they can't spare that right now, so I guess that's probably partly why, but yeah.
Also, I mean, we do have to remember that Jill has just taken over from Jevon.
That's true. Yeah, we can't blame everything on her. I mean, I wasn't blaming anything on her, but still,
I was more just saying in perspective.
Well,
like,
it's it's a systemic issue. You can't put a blame on a single sort of head, usually. Anyway, the Defence Lawyers Association NZ co-chair Elizabeth Hall said if officers felt compelled to fabricate results to look productive, that reflects institutional failings. The fact that so many police officers have done this shows a fundamental problem with how policing is being approached. While improved data systems are welcome, algorithms cannot substitute for ethical conduct and strong internal accountability. The association would support a full independent audit of historical data to determine the true extent of the problem. Yeah. I mean, fair enough.
Also, don't mind me, I was kind of just laughing at Mark Mitchell's face.
Oh, fair enough. No, it's...
Why does he look like that?
I don't know. It just looks like Officer Plod. Just... He's not happy, to say the least. I mean, how would you feel, though, as police minister, if you fucking had this shit on you? Like, for fuck's sake. 120? What's that, like 40% of the fucking police force already? I don't know, how many police do we actually have? I don't know.
It wouldn't quite be that, but I totally got what you mean, that there definitely will be an element of, like, the same with like nurses and teachers, like hell, even libraries. I know that one of the libraries here in Wellington had to close today just because they just don't have enough people.
Okay, there's about 10,200 staff, so there's quite a few police. So 120 is like 1%.
Yeah, but I mean 1% when you're crying out for more, like they were supposed to get more cops.
Well, that's also government. Only 120 who were caught as well. So
fair point.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on to more explicit stuff. So I couldn't help but because the curious nosy Parker I am, I just couldn't help but look at this.
Did you look up the terms?
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. I went everything he searched, I copied and pasted and searched in my own browser. I was like, can't be that bad.
You're going with that. Fuck.
I was like, I gotta see the result. Thank you.
Although, okay,
this is research, people.
I will admit, the fact that it was animated bestiality just made me feel so much better. I was like, yay, no animals were harmed in the making of that.
Anyway, if only no children were harmed.
Oh.
In late 2020, police made the decision that 6 monthly internet usage monitoring reports would cease. So that's back in 2020.
Yeah.
Mixed Skimming would have been aware of this. In December 2024, internet browsing activity of concern was noticed. The earliest recorded search took place back on the 1st of July 2020. So pretty much instantly
day
up.
after, yeah.
It's like, it may as well be the day after. He's like, yeah, I can start looking at this shit at work now.
I know, which is just insane to me. He did not waste any time.
No.
Well, because actually, if it was July, it likely would have come into effect in July, because that's one of the months that they always do shit in. Oh.
Yep. There were a total of 5,354 Google searches, of which 1,922 were adult/pornographic. Of these, 64 were intended to return objectionable images, while 368 of the searches were highly likely to return objectionable images. I'm not sure if it means objectionable just in terms of like nudity, like general pornographic. I'm assuming they mean like child.
Well, yeah, I imagine it's.
I'm assuming, but I don't know. They haven't. They didn't outline what objectionable was.
It's probably also a very like broad box.
Yeah, but it's just the fact that that wasn't established what they mean by objectionable. It was sort of made it hard. Like I don't know.
With
Is
this
just
guy, it's probably hard to find a fucking.
It probably is. The searches included AI material, included references to nude toddlers and nude Nazi girl. Which... And
I saw a comment. Someone else pointed that out because that's one of my favorite fucking, yeah, there we go. Really threw me off. Same, honestly. I read that and I went, I mean it kind of makes sense. But
he's a police officer, so you know, gotta love a girl in uniform or something.
I mean, it's mighty white of him. That's all I'll say.
It's mighty white of him.
Mighty white of him.
It's a good way to put it. Other words typed include slave, abuse, and extreme. Maybe extreme isn't. Anyway, whatever. 7% of
I think it's what they're put with that makes it bad.
Yeah. I'm like, in a vacuum, some of these, like, extreme.
Yeah, like some of these probably come up in our own search terms, but not with the other words around them.
Yeah, no, it's the combination of words. 7% of the defendants' internet searches were during the work hours of 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., were either intended to return or highly likely to return objectionable content. So this motherfucker's just gooning, just at work. Just 7% of his fucking gooning is done at work, I guess.
Which is insane. Again, just like, what the fuck? It's like that cop in America that got caught watching porn on his phone while he had a body cam on.
What about last week, the one that got caught with his pants down? Oh, he had no pants on in the court.
See? A-cab. Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, someone's making something that smells so good. It's delicious. I can't. I hate that.
I hate when that happens.
Anyway, let's continue talking about objectionable material. He said, here's a quote, I think, from one of his colleagues. He said that he had found a way around the normal police systems to look at porn, and that he grew up in a house where pornography was very normal. And I don't know what the fuck they mean by that. That's already like a weird statement. What fucking house are you growing up in? He also told another colleague that over the past years he had needed different types of pornography to make him feel anything, and it just kept escalating.
Bro just could have gone to fucking therapy, but instead... Oh my god!
Which, by the way, if there's anyone out there who does have pedophilic tendencies, that is a completely appropriate and response is going not this what he's done, going to therapy.
Yeah, go to therapy.
And that's an actual I watched an entire thing. We might go into this like another day, perhaps, but I think
I know what you're referencing. So
well, it was this entire video about this guy just doing a podcast episode about treating pedophilia and how there's sort of a crisis right now in terms of like definitions and stuff when it comes to these things. And there's this group that actually tries that feel like no matter what they do, they're depicted as evil, even though they're trying to do the right thing. Like these people that are trying to get help to combat these sexual urges in different ways, and they have sort of just this identity crisis where all they hear about is, I guess the only person out to bat for them is, Ted Cruz. Going, don't stop insulting pedophiles. But I don't know, it was a very interesting discussion, and they talked about all these different things, like people, like how maybe there needs to be a different term, just singling out those people who actively are trying not to offend, like maybe just some kind of recognition. So when we say pedophiles are horrible people, that we maybe exclude these people who are actually trying, because at the end of the day, because it also went to sexuality and all that stuff, how there's been also a crisis of categorizing pedophilia, whether or not it comes under like a mental disorder or sexuality or any of those things, which was also an interesting part of the discussion. And they're sort of trending towards sexual, it's sexuality at this point, I think, is what they're mainly leaning towards. But also, I guess that goes into, because how do you feel about, I've seen a lot of offense taken over the years from people in like the trans community referring to, I guess not like the transgenderism itself isn't the mental aspect, but it's the dysphoria part. How do you feel about that being identified as like a mental disorder or abnormality, I guess?
I mean, it was. Gender dysphoria is no longer doesn't come under the DSM the same way anymore. So it's like, okay, you can, because that's the thing, is I think what a lot of people don't realize is that like you can separate certain aspects from certain things, and like sometimes, I think it's just a complicated thing that sometimes not everything is as plain and simple as 1, 2, 3. Sometimes it's like, your gender dysphoria is so bad that it is now becoming a clinical issue, versus this is something that, I guess it's kind of like the difference between having a type of depression that is hospitalizing you versus the kind of depression that probably most of us have on a general basis, where, it gets a little worse every now and then, but like it just hangs around.
I just always thought it was a weird objection anyway, because I was like, well, I guess to be offended by someone labeling, like, I guess what you're going through is like a mental condition, you being like offended at it, it's almost like you're sort of like, it's nothing wrong with being mentally ill or having, what we say, being neurologically diverse or anything like that. But I don't know, it just seems like that kind of response does make it seem like it's more stigmatized, but I guess that goes into a whole lot of other complex social dynamics perhaps. So
I mean, it's definitely partially just to do with stigma, really. Like so many things are stigmatized, and like the way that we talk about things, like, as I actually love my neurodivergent friends, because we can have really real conversations about like stuff that's pretty dark, like, like I've had some great, okay, so like the amount of times I've been able to go to another neurodivergent person and go like, hey, like, I'm not going to do anything, but like my brain is just saying die all the time, so I'm currently really vibing with that, but like, it's not like in a I'm going to do it kind of way. But
yeah, no, I get that. I get
exactly what I mean.
I laugh for understanding.
Exactly. Where it's like, it's more of a, like, your brain is overwhelmed and it just needs everything to pause for a second. And the ultimate pause a human can have.
That's like my ultimate exclamation is when I'm just like frustrated or like too much shit going on or like too much shit's going through. I'm just like, I just want to die. That'll just be like my default go-to, just like my version of stop everything. I just need to think.
Yep. This ride is going too fast and I'm No, absolutely. So I mean, when it comes to that kind of stuff, I think it's also just, it's about how people are able to talk about it. It's about stigmas in the communities that, exist. Like, again, it's just a big question and a big conversation. Really.
Anyway, summing it up, the controversial PDF file topic. You did wrong. You didn't do your job. You should keep it in your pants, McSkimming. That's what you're supposed to do.
Also, our taxpayer money went on as gooning.
Exactly.
We paid this motherfucker to goon.
And another thing, I guess, just like, just when it comes back to the social stigmatization, I mean, I guess to say it's good to say these are bad things and all that, but there is a negative consequence to driving these people underground, because this is a section of society, whether or not you want it to, it exists. It doesn't appear to be wholly genetic. So, you know, there's social conditions that can lead people to being pedophiles as well. So they're going to exist regardless. They're a section of the community you need to decide what to do with. And right now we're driving these people underground. And what happens is they pop up in top tier positions like this. So people can go, oh no, we had no clue. It's like, I don't know. I don't want the government to come out and do like, you know, like, are you a pedophile campaign? Please come tell us, like something like that. I don't think that would quite work, but we need to make some better avenue for people to get counseling and help in situations, and to say, hey, you don't have to live with this. You don't have to enable your deepest fucked up desire that is, you know, molesting people. I don't know. It is a weird quandrum, weird issue we've got to sort of deal with as a society, and I don't know how the fuck we're supposed to deal with it, but
I mean,
more food for thought, I guess.
I see it just the same as the reasons to, you know, have needle exchanges and things to access for drug addicts, that, you know, like, if we have the ambulance at the top of the cliff, we don't have to worry about the how many hundreds of thousands of how many thousands of pictures were there? You know what I mean? Like, if we could actually intercept and have an intervention before these people, you know, because maladaptions happen all the time. Like, everything biological can have so many different adaptations, maladaptions, and that's one of them. And if we can get those people to go and get help, then that'd be cool. Be great, because I'm sure it would help a lot of people from being harmed. Like, hell, even if we had a space where people could just go, hey, I'm having these thoughts, and might not actually mean you want to do it, but it could just be, you know, something else is going on, and brain's just misattributing shit.
See, we said it much better than you, Ted Cruz, I think.
Right.
Whether or not that's what you mean, but I think he mainly meant by that, stop attacking my friends. I think that's actually what he meant by that.
Ted Cruz just wants to fucking keep his homies safe. But,
exactly. And I just want to end on this, I guess. Police Minister Mark Mitchell said he couldn't comment on specific matters in relation to a case waiting for sentencing. And I just thought that was funny, because they asked the fucking Minister of Police about McStimming's porn searches, which I just thought was amusing. I would have loved to see that. What do you think about him searching up Nazi girls? I can't comment on that.
What a fucking thing to have to deal with.
I would go through each one in turn and just have Mark Mitchell say, I can't comment on that. It'd just be so funny. I'm sorry, I'm a juvenile.
No, honestly. I mean, don't be too juvenile, otherwise Jevin might come after you.
That's true.
All right, let's go to sad news now, I guess.
Yeah, bad news.
How do we, like, just segueing feels...
Yeah.
It's real hard to segue out of that.
Anyway, well, yeah, well, it was a big conversation to segue out of, but I guess we're going into not a big man physically, but metaphorically. Lee Tamahori, who was the director of Once Were Warriors, he's dead. Also, Die Another Day, if people didn't know that, he directed a James Bond film. Not
what
good.
The hell?
Yeah, they've got it down there. It was the last Pierce Brosnan film. It was before they rebooted. It was so bad that it stopped. They were planning another Brosnan film after that, but it was just horrible. I mean, it's got its sort of cult following after the fact, but I still think it's not very good.
Fair enough.
Anyway.
Honestly, I don't like James Bond, so...
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. There's not much more to say about this. There's just
an acknowledgement.
An acknowledgement, and look, I do like some of his movies that I've seen, and he directed one of the ads we covered in the dog episode that we did, the pets episode, which was the dog going around seeing all the celebrities around the country, and the girl hugged him at the end. Yeah, it was that one.
Nice.
So yeah, and there's just a nice little poem slash what's Waiata? Karakia. That's the one I was looking for. Thank you. At the end, I mean, I guess should we read it?
Can if you want.
I mean, I won't be too. Is this the whole thing?
Yeah, it's only from here to here.
Okay. Oh, do you want to do the Toreo? Because I'll probably butcher it.
Yeah, sure, and you can do the English.
Okay.
Okay. Moi mai rā e te rangatira. Haere rā e hika koutou ko o mātou. O mātua. Unuhia I te rito o te harakeke. Ka tū I te aroa kapa. Aku nui, aku rahi e. Aku whakatā marahi ki te rangi. Waiho te iwi e. Mana e mai noa.
See, I would have fucked that up on the first word. I was like, was it moe? Farewell, belovedly, go to your elders, plucked from the heart of the flax bush. You stand now before the ranks of ancestors, my great ones, my esteemed, my towering figures who reached to the heavens. Leave us your people, to bear the ache of your absence. And there we go.
Beautiful.
Have to run off. All right. See you, Kiwi bird.
Yeah, see you, Kiwi.
Wait,
Chat
what?
to you later.
Hold up. Nobody is to blame for McSkimming, guys. Just in the chat.
No, I've been watching. I know what they're talking about.
That's McSkimming. McSkimming's the pedophile here.
No, okay. So Kiwi Rob is trying to get mad about Labour. Apparently, put him in. I'm just gonna say this now, Kiwi Rob. If you just want to hate on Labour, I don't care. We don't care. Like, we're not going to sit here and hate on Labour.
I'll sit here and say it for you. Fuck Labour. How about that?
But if that's all you come here to do, I just don't see that as productive. So...
Just have a conversation, mate. Just see how your day's been. What'd you get up to today?
If you want the chat to play with you, then do that. That's fine.
I mean, I don't know. Just have a chat. Just talk to people.
Yeah,
you know,
or like actually listen to them would be probably a good place to start.
I think it always works both ways. You know, just say, hey guys, how was your power bill?
That's the thing is, people in the chat are trying to have meaningful interaction with what he's saying. He just doesn't like it because it's contrary to what he thinks.
Look, I'm not following everything too hard, but you know, look,
that's fine. I'm following it, and I'm telling him to either get on with it, like shit, or get off the pot, man. I don't really care.
Oh my goodness. You woke the golem. You woke the golem.
Right.
You woke the Crimson Chin.
Right. You don't want to mess with the Crimson Chin.
Alright. Excuse me.
You're excused.
Thank you. Too much carbonated drink. So, there's apparently a risk of us running low on medical supplies in a catastrophe. There's a study from the University of Otago that shows New Zealand is at risk of running out of some key medicines in the event of a global trade disruption or catastrophe, such as nuclear war, pandemic, or conflict. Of the 10 most extensively prescribed pharmaceuticals, such as amoxicillin, aspirin, salbutamol, and amlodipine, none of which can be manufactured locally in New Zealand due to reliance on kilo-scale petrochemical refining and overseas supply chains. The study warns that once existing stock runs out in New Zealand, would no longer have any of the life-saving medicines, and we would see increased deaths from infections, heart disease, stroke, and asthma. One mitigation strategy proposed is to deepen partnership with Australia, which retains refining and infrastructure, or building domestic micro-refineries, though these would be expensive and long-term. So... yeah, I mean, this is just, I guess, continuing to highlight the sort of I guess the downsides of the whole sort of global world trade sort of ecosystem we're in, which is if something does go terribly wrong and we just don't have the supply to keep up, especially if there's no one even like right by us like Australia who's making it, which I don't know, that seems like it's probably going to be the more feasible one at the end of the day. I don't know.
I mean, I think this really just speaks to what we've been hearing a lot of, and that we need to be making more things in our country. We need to be able to take care of ourselves. Because I mean, look at the rest of the world. It's all fucking fire. Like,
yeah,
we might actually want to
batten
be
down
scared
the
about
hashes.
this. Yeah, like if shit pops off, I'd like to be able to not worry too much.
You are more prepared than most people, I think, Scruffador. So good on you.
Well, yeah, you got at least, I don't know how long an inhaler lasts an asthmatic, but I'm sure that should be a decent. See, I take omeprazole, so I would be a little fucked.
What does that do?
It's basically just like a mean antacid. So, like, my other medication I'm on gives me acid reflux. Yeah, no, honestly, it's amazing. I highly recommend it. Although
I get horrible acid reflux.
Oh, then absolutely. Like, these are lifesavers. Like, the acid reflux that I get from my current medication is, like, next level. So.
I feel like it's just to do with me drinking too many fluids or something, though. But maybe not. But, yeah.
I mean, it can depend on diet, but either way.
And
I
look,
know a lot of people who are on these medications.
I guess it's not like going back, like, you know, we don't want to go back to the a nice balance between what we have right now, which is sort of diversification along with some global maritime trade and reliance might work, I think, more, because we've seen the other side of the coin, which is when we're trying to manufacture basically everything here. You got like the whole Muldoon situation where shit wasn't going good. So it's not like we want to, I guess, go back to forcing everything to be manufactured here if we can. But yeah, we definitely need to figure out a solution, especially in cases like this where it's like just critical stuff that needs to be delivered at some state. Like, I don't know, maybe even like a backup manufacturing thing. We don't even necessarily need to produce them here all the time. I don't know, but then how would you get the people over here? You wouldn't have the expertise, and they just wouldn't be on shore.
We need the basic things. Yeah, we'd need to set up the basic things to get these going. But
I'd leave this to people smarter than me,
we?
at least in this area. But yeah, just thought it was interesting to know, at least.
No, absolutely.
Anyway, social housing tenants are frustrated as rent hikes hit Wellington. Social housing tenants in Wellington are reporting the unexpected rent increases despite being in affordable housing setups. The increases are partly attributed to rising utility and maintenance costs, which are being passed on to the tenants. Of course they are. Yep. Tenants say the cost of living squeeze makes even modest rent hikes feel like major burdens, and this is all in a time when private rentals, I think, are having at least the ones on the market, I believe, rental prices are going down. Although I've heard mixed reports from other people, like people at least that are on have just recently renewed, and they said, "Hey, my rent just went up." So I'm hearing mixed reports on that one personally. But people are saying rents are going down, and house prices are going down. So I don't know.
I mean, there are some things going down, but I've also noticed it depends on where you are, because like in Wellington, we also have this weird kind of, I guess, paradox at the moment where there are a lot of, because I've actually been noticing them myself, is there is a lot of chalk. Like we have property managers who are writing in chalk on the fucking footpath, like 7-bedroom house, $250 per week. Yeah, like that's how like weirdly desperate some of them are getting, because the rents are so expensive that no one's renting some of these houses, because guess what? Who can afford? Because like these are the council ones, right? These started around $620 a week. Like they are expensive. Because I looked at them because I was like, hey, I'm already paying a heap of rent, so maybe these would be a good option. No, I would be paying like at least $120 to $140 more.
And I think I agree with MLB Kiwi. So apparently advertised rental averages are down, but that doesn't mean rents are going up. And that's what I'm hearing from everyone. Like, if you know, like, you know, that give them an inch, let's take a fucking mile. You know, they've had their paycheck and now they're gonna start hiking up rent rates, because look, there's a point where most people are willing to accept, you know, I would say, you know, $10 hike, maybe even 20 in some cases. I think some people might be willing.
20 can be reasonable depending on where you're starting.
Exactly, but like, because if that comes to you and you see that and you go, what the fuck, I gotta find a new place now, and you go start looking, and then you say, okay, I have to go visit places, I have to look, I have to do all then I gotta set up all my new power and internet and all that stuff in the new place, and I gotta move all my stuff.
You've forgotten the fucking the down payment that you need to make.
Oh, the down payment. Yeah. And the bond, and the bit of the bond that you're going to lose to probably just some bullshit that was already there in the first place, and then you need to add more on for the new bond in the new place, and all that shit. And so, because there's so much of a just burden getting all that shit done, that I'm willing to think that most landlords are willing to at least test your patience. To try and raise the rent, even though from a sales point of view, rents are coming down because people aren't snatching them up like they used to, which is mainly because for a landlord, the worst thing is that the place is empty. So, you know. No,
absolutely. I also think MLB points out another good thing is that people are moving back home with their parents, or moving out further out into, you know, cheaper suburbs as well, because that is definitely something that I've seen happening.
Yeah, all these little things you don't consider. But yeah, look, government, you guys have already, you know, like,
even worse.
You've fucked everything. You've also you've kicked people off benefit. You've made it harder for people to stay on the benefit. You've probably even reduced the benefit, at least in contrast to inflation, I would almost guarantee.
Yes, it has. No, it was.
Yeah,
it was.
So at least you could take this on the chin, and if there are more utility costs and that kind of thing, maybe you could just take this one on the chin, because for some reason you're determined to still sell assets, even though apparently you're going to fix the economy. I didn't bring that up earlier, actually. Like, the whole it kind of defeats this whole notion. If the economy's going good, we shouldn't need to be selling assets. But yeah, I don't think there's high hope for the future with these guys.
Nope.
Yeah.
Let's go into more funny bad news.
More funny bad news.
Is this bad or is this ugly? I can't remember.
This is ugly. I don't know where the other ugly went. The other ugly moved. Oh, the other ugly got moved down. Okay, that's fine. But this is just a short little one. You got Bird of the Year. We got the New Zealand Falcon has been doing some dive bombs on people walking through Wellington. I think it was here, Wellington. A native New Zealand falcon has been aggressively dive bombing walkers on a Wellington track. Department of Conservation notes it is nesting season.
I don't find them particularly aggressive.
I was just
They're not afraid of humans.
What's playing?
Oh, can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear that.
How? I muted the thingy on my thingy.
Well, you didn't. I don't know.
That's crazy. Sorry, I didn't know you guys could hear that. I'm so sorry.
Well, that was all I had to say anyway. I was just saying it's nesting season and behavior will likely pass on. That's pretty much the story. I don't know. Maybe this guy has something interesting to say. He might.
No, I mean, do we want? Okay, fine. Let's look at this.
Let's see why you interrupted me for this guy. Yeah.
Paul. I was going to call him
Paul O'Hagan.
Paul O'Hagan.
Quite a lot.
So you know, I got to unmute it for me. Why does it mute it for me and not for you guys? It's fucking weird. Sorry.
And I don't find them particularly aggressive. They're not afraid of humans. Generally speaking, you can, if one's perched on the side of a track, you can pretty much walk right up to it. they'll look at you and sort of tilt their head either way.
There you go.
There's the chap up there with...
You can go pet a falcon if you want, but it's nesting season, so don't do it right now, or it's probably going to attack you.
See, are you telling? Is this propaganda? Is this propaganda against our? No.
Yes, it kind of is. Like we give it an award, and this is how it repays us humans. We gave you the justice for Taraiti. Justice.
Right? Taraiti wouldn't have done this.
No, it wouldn't have. Especially because there's basically none of them left.
Well, yeah, and they're like this big. Oh god.
We had a false idol.
Right.
Anyway, moving on. How's the weather looking this summer, guys? Well, apparently it's gonna be hot and wet, which to quote Adrian Cronauer, played by Robin Williams, it's great with you if you're it's great if you're with lady, but horrible if you're in a jungle. So yeah, everyone go watch Good Morning for Vietnam. Great movie. I can memorize most of the lines that Robin Williams does in that entire movie. It's fantastic.
And you somehow try to fight me when I call you autistic. I swear to God.
Yeah. You should ask my mum about the amount of times I wanted to watch Free Willy when I was...
Oh, is that your autism movie?
That was my autistic movie.
Yeah.
Free Willy, Free Willy, Free Willy. She's like, fuck, I'm gonna watch Free Willy again.
Man, see, it was a sign, though. It was a sign that you were gonna be gay.
Is that a sign that people are going to be gay?
But yeah, because you wanted Free Willy.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, it says on the cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says
right
if
there.
you watch, you're gay. Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Make your kids gay this summer with Free Willy. Anyway, let's move on. So forecasts for warm, humid summer. No, whatever. I was just saying, it's just gonna, it's gonna be hot and wet, guys, which is not gonna be great going to our next story, because apparently there's flooding risks. Otago storm infrastructure failures. So Otago Regional Council has called for urgent government intervention, citing power and communication network failure during the recent storm, and concern that the regional infrastructure remains under-resilient to extreme weather events, which, as we know, are going to keep happening more and more and more and more. And it's going to hit the economy more and more and more and more, and we're going to lose money more and more and more and more. And the government's going to do less and less and less and less, especially because they're going to stop bailing people out who are fucking in flood risky areas, which is probably half of the fucking South Dunedin, honestly. So yeah, vote for change, I guess. I don't know how I was going to sum that up.
After every fucking story, pretty much.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's prompted the council to draft a letter asking the government for urgent changes. They include a minimum standard for power backup to cell towers, helping to upgrade existing infrastructure in rural areas, and looking at switching options between networks when one provider coverage fails. So yeah, and that was all evidenced, I think, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, so last month sometime where all the storms and shit were happening. I think there are still a couple of niche places who don't have all their services returned still. Shit. So, I'm not sure if it's just like power or just internet in some places, but that's what I heard. Anyway, yeah. Pray for change, people.
So we can
your autism movie was Milan. That's... it still is.
I mean...
Can you confirm?
Yes, no, I can confirm. We've watched that. To be fair, we should actually watch that again. It has been maybe a few months. The animated one.
Just checking. I'm just checking.
I actually haven't watched the live action one, to be honest. Or did I?
That's probably what most people say who've seen it. Or did I?
Well, that's the thing is, yeah, some movies recently that I've seen, I've like completely forgotten because they were pretty fucking mid.
Mm-hmm. That's the state of cinema right now.
Also, Hunchback of Notre Dame, I haven't watched that movie in fucking yonks.
Yeah, no, that one's got a sick villain. So the villain's whole thing is that he wants to fuck her and that he's jealous of the Hunchback. Like that's the entire movie.
Rose
pretty much
simping and getting cuffed.
Hell yes, and I love it. I love that bit of the movie.
Simping and cuckery. That's what we shall now know the Hunchback of Notre Dame for.
Well,
I
think he's supposed to be like a priest or something too, so he's supposed to be celibate, which probably makes even more sense.
So he's incelibate.
Yeah.
We should probably do the news, eh?
I know. Well, it's because it's all so sad. So rough sleepers
Honestly,
fear
yeah.
displacement as possible as ban looms in central Auckland. The New Zealand government is considering a ban of rough sleeping in central Auckland as part of the new public space policy. What the fuck that means? Rough sleepers are worried they'll be pushed out into unfamiliar suburbs away from support and networking services. And yeah, like that's my first concern as well. It's mainly it's like, you know, like the street is better. Like it's not great to be living in the street, but it's better than some other places I've seen them moved on to, which is
absolutely.
All the time these nature reserves and parks where firstly it brings a whole lot of litter and stuff, like they ruin the area and they'll just trash it because, you know, shockingly when you've got nothing, you know, you usually not
give a fuck.
You don't give a fuck, yeah, like, you know, you're like, fuck, the world's used me as toilet paper, why can't I use the world as my toilet paper? That kind of attitude, I suppose, which is, you know, somewhat justified from where a lot of those people are. And of course, yeah, so so natural destruction, as well as they're just away from critical services, as well as, you know, whether or not someone's even going to notice if they're in trouble, right? Because I see that sometimes, like it happens around here already, like because people already get moved on, just it's not like an official policy, but sometimes I'll be like running or walking down the trail or something like that, and you'll see someone just lying down and you're like, okay, so that's one of the local homeless people. I recognize them and I'm like, is he just sleeping? Or
are they dead? I'm worried about them being dead multiple times. When you're like, is bro breathing? And I brought this video up because this is Newtown and we talked about this. This is what happens when because they started cracking down on the homeless in the CBD, but all they did was drive them out of the CBD. So now we have Newtown that's honestly, and like my best friend lives in Newtown, so I go out there quite regularly. And like, we will pass pretty much as many homeless people as you just saw, just when we're going on our little walks, because we go get something to eat, you know, when we hang out. And like the amount of people that we're passing by, the amount of places that are almost just permanently smelling like piss as well, which is like another thing. Actually, I just went to that shop not long ago. It's a really good store for spices and herbs.
Does it smell like piss?
I mean, if you are standing in certain part of it does smell like piss, I will be honest. And that's the problem, is that like this is what their plans will lead to. This is like, I don't know what suburbs they're going to be pushed out to, but
the ones without rich people.
Well, obviously, Newtown. Exactly. Yeah. That's why Newtown got them. Like, you don't see them going to fucking, I don't know. Actually, I don't even know where rich people live in this city because I don't know enough suburbs to know that.
It's the wealthy and the elite that had the ear of the politicians. So when they say people complain, they mean the rich people who I have the ear of, or they have my ear, you know, they complain to me and they say, just get these rich people out of the way. I'm sick of going to JCPenney and whatever. I don't fucking know.
I also saw another, I don't know if it was in this article or another one that I was reading, where they're talking about how like it seems like it's also partially motivated by kind of like cruise liner / tourism kind of perspectives of trying
I've seen that too, yeah.
Sweep them off, you know, and so then that way when people come to, you know, Auckland CBD or Wellington CBD, all they see is the good stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, you paint to the tourists that it's great here.
Isn't that what we always say about North Korea doing? Don't we always accuse North Korea of shoving
like when
things
people come, and it's like all fake.
That's exact. Oh my god, my brain's just like, holy shit, that's what we. Oh my god. State does state propaganda. Weird. Nah, I just hate when my brain starts to realize that the rules don't matter and everyone can just be a cunt if they want to. Sorry.
You all live in your own North Korea, guys. Remember that.
Ah. Anyway,
Prime Minister Luxon, he said any move-on orders would need to be paired with proper housing and support. And I said he should probably get on that. So,
where are they going to put them, Christopher?
I don't know. Not on my housing wait list because I just got it down.
What housing wait list? He just cut all of his houses.
Exactly. Now it's the lowest wait list that we've ever seen. You know, see how many people I got off my wait list. Minister Goldsmith's office has recently refused to release documents relating to complaints around the Ministerial Advisory Group for Victims of Retail Crime Chairman Sunny Kushal.
Of course it's Sunny.
Allegedly, he exhibited concerning behavior, including undisclosed affiliations and statements seen as undermining trust. Also, I just put this as a reminder, Kushal was paid almost $1,000 a day to come up with top-notch solutions such as you're seeing here. What if we go around and just tell the homeless people to leave?
Or hey, what if the money that we paid Sunny, we just gave to homeless people so they could get off the fucking street?
If only
and help
we did
themselves?
that. $1,000 a day. That's 365 days a year.
Wait, $1,000 a day. So think about
Just
how
for
many
him.
beneficiaries you could. So like you could get 2 beneficiaries out of 1 day.
Yeah.
So
There were another 2 people from this group that you included on there. It was like a couple of grand a day that they were spending. So, yeah, a lot of money going into these people who just want to now play a game of whack-a-mole.
Yep.
Anyway,
Alright.
moving on
More
to
Wellington
Andrew
news.
Little. Yeah, Wellington news. Yay! So Andrew Little is coming out strong as mayor of Wellington.
That's one way to put it.
And I actually got a video of this, which
Do you want me to go to the video instead?
we can do the video off just in a second,
Okay,
just as I get
sweet.
some context. But the father of a man who drowned. The man who drowned, not the father of the man. The father of the man who drowned in Wellington Harbour says he was stressed by a social media post after Mayor Andrew Little, Mayor by Andrew Little, but referencing the waterfront location. He believes the video was insensitive soon after the incident. I find it sickening that you have used the spot where the body of Isaac Livings was recovered from the water to choose to make a Facebook post celebrating the removal of the temporary fencing, said Roger. Your choice to shoot this video in that place is just a further kick in the teeth to the victims and their families. Do you have empathy or understanding of the situation at all? He asked. In August, the council voted against a $7 million proposal to urgently put up fences around all of Wellington's waterfront. Part of revisiting Wellington's. This is Andrew Little saying this.
Yeah.
Part of visiting Wellington is to be able to go down to the waterfront, enjoy Frank Nitz Park, and enjoy those areas around Te Papa. And so we want people to enjoy all of that. Enjoy what that amenity is. Says Little. He also said temporary fencing would be put back up for big events. Culkin also responded to that, saying it's not when major events are going on that people are dying. It's when young people are going down to the waterfront by themselves, following the supposed safe routes that everyone in the city would have told them to follow to get to places like the railway station. So, yeah. I mean, if he wants to... people who enjoy amenities, for example, maybe finish the Golden Mile for just there's a bit of thought, maybe, but
also, like, I'll be honest, like, as I saw the video when it first came out, I just remember being like, why?
removing the fences.
Yeah, well, I know the why, but like their reason for why.
Yeah.
But it comes across as like this weird kind of hoity-toity, like, oh no, when I go to the waterfront, I do not want my water to be obscured by this little bit.
Yeah, so play the fucking video, because I agree with you so fucking... You're speaking my language right now, because I saw this video too. See these things? See these things, guys? Apparently these are the things that they...
Yeah,
fuck
that
safety.
they have
These
to
things
fucking
need to go.
remove.
This ruins everyone's experience at the waterfront. You can't see shit.
Right? There's so little. I mean, I don't know if we want to listen to him.
I mean, he doesn't say much.
Nah, he's just saying, oh, we're going to remove the temporary fencing.
That's it.
Because it's like, why?
Because I'm
Like,
looking out for
really?
you as mayor, like, you know, like...
There are so many things that I would rather see from our mayor, especially this early on. So now, this is why I'm frustrated.
Bullshit.
We have him putting Ray Chung in a really important position on the council, and then just doing this weird nothing thing that only fucking people from Situn, Karori, Kandala, or Miramar could care about, because apparently those were the fancy places. But I'm just like, and like, I mean, I totally get it. Like, I can understand why it feels really distasteful. To first of all, like the fact that that's only something that's been recently happened, to then saying, like, to be honest, those temporary fences, they ain't shit.
No.
It might help for small, like, wobbles, but if someone really gets pushed
bit
off...
of wind, maybe a drunk person.
Like,
maybe.
Things could still go bad. People can still end up in the water. If anything, I'd love to see, like, if they need to, why don't we just put in something permanent? Invest in the city and put a fucking proper fence in. And, I don't know, anyone who complains about the fucking... that pathetic tiny piece of metal needs to fucking get off it. Like,
yeah, and you could easily put something that would fit in with the rest of the infrastructure, or would it give some people some view? Like there's a win-win here. It's not removing all the safety barriers and being insensitive towards the people who've died and their family and loved ones. So
it's also about picking something that makes more sense to do.
Yeah, this is populist bullshit. That's all he's doing right now, is just trying to get, small little fucking, I don't even know what you call this. Just brownie points, yeah.
With his more, I guess, probably more center right peeps.
Sadly, this is what a lot of like voters respond to as well.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, finally, someone's getting something done. It's like, no. Finally, someone's wasting their time on frivolous little shit like this rather than important things.
Right? Like, people will complain, like, oh, it's, there's so much construction and things going on Courtney Place and all of this. Oh, my God, it's so much of a hassle. And then it's, oh, there's not enough being done. It's like, pick a fucking lane. You either complain when they're doing the fucking thing, or you complain when they don't do the thing.
Like, I complain about the Lime scooters and shit everywhere, but I don't actually expect anything to be done within any reasonable time frame about any of that, no matter how much I complain. Like, hey, it'd be nice if this gets done eventually, but let's focus on the core issues first. Yeah.
Anyway, fuck this guy.
Yeah, fuck him. Alright, oh yeah, I forgot about this one. So, schools only legally obliged to teach te reo if parents ask it under a law change. So, under a proposed legislative change, schools would legally be required to teach te reo only if parents requested explicitly, otherwise teaching becomes optional. And I'm already like, what does that mean? Like, if parents, like, only one parent? Does only one parent have to request it? Like, is it majority rules situation? How is this actually gonna function? I don't know. Like,
No, I did think it was kind of odd, because I'm like, wait, so you just mean each... It kind of reminds me of, like, when sometimes you'd have to get permission to do, like, puberty class or some shit. But, yeah, it does seem kind of rando.
Yeah, it's already very vague. Government ministers said they were making the change because treaty obligations were the Crown's responsibility, and teaching Māori would still be protected by law. And I just thought, like, okay, so you're the Crown, which makes
the state that funds the fucking school.
Yes, Crown, which makes the rules and the regulations, the guide the public schools, and you run the fund, and that's also your responsibility. So yes, it is the Crown's responsibility. So why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you doing your responsibility, which is teaching kids about this shit? Yeah, fuck me. Anyway, they say the change is intended to reduce the administrative burden and give schools flexibility. I don't know what administrative burden they're easing. In fact, they're probably putting on a harder burden, because now every class is going to have to cater individually to the requests.
Who's dealing with, all of these requests? Do they then split a class in two for parts of the day? Like, who's going to look after the other half of the class?
I don't know, but also, like, a teacher would have to revise their entire curriculum now if they get the request to be like, okay, now I got to include all this Māori stuff, whether they would just be doing it de facto no matter what. So it's fucking shit around.
It's just another way that she's trying to push Te Tiriti out of our country. Stupid Atlas shell.
This follows shortly after government removing the Treaty of Waitangi responsibility from school boards. Nicola Willis defended the change on RNZ's morning report last week, saying it was a virtue signal and had made no difference to Māori lives. Because she would know, wouldn't she? There's been no difference in my life. That means there's been no difference in Māori lives. She argues the change is about refocusing boards to day-to-day school performance rather than constitutional obligations, which is, a weird thing to say as well. Fuck the Constitution. We're just take it day by day, man. Like, sound almost like a stoner now. Hey, man, just take one day at a time. Fuck the Constitution. Yeah,
it's chill, bro. Just one day at a time.
Whatever, man. Just whatever. Critics argue this weakens language revitalization efforts and may disproportionately affect students in Pākehā majority areas, weakening the treaty link risks undermining equity and cultural responsiveness. So they seem to be leaning towards the sort of speculation I was doing, which it might be a majority rules thing. So, because they highlight Pākehā majority areas, so probably in places where it's more white kids than brown and black kids, they'll just be like, nah, sorry, majority rules.
Right.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So, great choices here, guys.
I'm so over this education bullshit.
Yeah. This one could actually be good news, kind of. Going into this next one, actually.
Yes.
So, heavily criticized Compass Group's not included in 2026 school lunches contract. So,
Shame.
We've got a good decision for once, kind of, actually. Finally.
God, this picture has been used so much. Oh, God.
What the fuck do the politicians eat? Don't they have like a fucking bar or something?
They do have a bar. My friend actually works in it.
Why do they get all that shit? Why do they get that shit and probably proper food, but all the children of the country, it's like, eh.
Oh, no, because the thing is, actually, I believe
They get it
Compass
too.
do supply some of the parliamentary food.
Okay.
But if it's any of the food that I've had supplied by Parliament, we're talking boxes of charcuterie.
Okay.
So, just a little different to our kids' $3 lunches.
Well, yeah. So maybe I'm thinking maybe we should do that as well. Put the politicians on a budget. You guys get $3 lunches and $3 dinners as well.
Okay. They are adults, so maybe they get $4 lunches.
No, why do the adults get more? Because these are growing kids and they run around a lot and shit.
You know what? That's a really fair point.
I think it's kids need more food. I think.
You know what? I agree. Actually, how about then? Because kids get $5 lunches.
Yeah, I'd be
they get $3 lunches.
We'll get into it because it looks like they might be getting $5 lunches anyway.
Oh, yay!
In 2025, Compass Group wasn't just one of many, but led the SLC consortium, handling roughly half of all lunches under the external model, with a national reach and large Auckland Waikato throughput. Compass will not be included in the next national contract for the school lunches starting in 2026. The decision was made after review found repeated concerns at some Compass-operated schools around nutritional standards and reporting. MPI investigated 17 food safety complaints in Term 1 2025 alone relating to the SLC model, the same number as in prior 7 years combined under earlier iterations. So,
Jesus.
more than 7 years worth of previous complaints, I guess, in one term. One term.
No wonder we had so many news fucking stories about this.
Nah, they were being news was being biased and unfair, Magenta.
Yeah, we were over exaggerating.
Yeah, why do you guys gotta complain about bad things? Focus on other things, like the evil to Pāti Māori. Pāti Māori up next, by the way. New contract. The new contract will instead be open to local providers and smaller operators with the goal of improving responsiveness and quality. Meal caps have been lifted from $3 up to $5. So it seems like the whole $3 $3 meal thing wasn't feasible, like everyone was sort of saying.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's like everyone wasn't just full of shit. Guys, this isn't going to work. Nah, it's going to work. We'll find someone to make it work. We found someone to make it work. Oh, this shit, we're getting rid of them, and now we can't do $3 anymore. Let's bump up to $5, by the way. So
what you're telling me is basically we waited a year to find out what everyone told us over a year ago?
Yeah, pretty much.
True.
And it's also looking like we're going more or less back to local suppliers as well, mainly too, which is a good thing. It's not as many as it's not as many as before. They're still doing sort of a macro scale thing. If you scroll down, it'll show you some of the suppliers, and there was one that stood out there to me. So we got
Is it the pita pit in the subway?
It is the pita pit in the subway, just at the bottom.
Ems told me about that on Friday, and I was just like, "You're gotta be kidding me!"
Which are probably covering the most regions, maybe not the most population, but definitely the most regions.
Yeah, well, because it's basically like what, pretty much the entire South Island.
It's pretty much, yeah.
Just go. Honestly, I feel so bad for the South Island, eh? Y'all get treated like, well, I know you're not living there currently, but y'all get treated like shit.
I will say I hope they're getting the pita pit mostly, not the subway.
Actually, same, because pita pit's so good. I haven't had a pita pit in forever because they're expensive.
Yeah, me neither. It's been like since I was living in Wellington almost. The last time I had pita pit.
Sense. Although to be fair, the pita pit that used to be just on Victoria Street is shut down.
Oh.
There's no pita pit in town anymore. Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, so mostly local suppliers, guys, except for Pita Pit and Subway and the entire South Island, unfortunately. So no local South Island suppliers. Maybe it's because they were trying to find a South Island supplier that could do the entire South Island. They're like, fuck off. How? How are we gonna do this?
Right, exactly.
So yeah, it almost just sounds like we're going back to the previous model entirely. Like it's just slightly revised prior model, which is probably what they should have done in the first place, and this could be a nice omen to say, you know, what they should have done with NCA as well. Don't throw out the entire thing, just tweak it a little if you think it's incorrect. Just don't think you can do everything better from the ground up. But yeah, Compass will still have its services for 2026, by the way. It's going to be under a separate agreement, so it still will be delivering stuff in 2026. Compass will be.
Okay. They're
just not being recontracted after 2026, presumably.
Yeah, right. So basically, once they get to the end, they're likely.
Yeah, well, because they were in it on a 2-year contract, so.
Right. Yes, that makes sense.
Couldn't just tear it up probably without some kind of exit clause, but. Anyway, it's a win. So for what it's worth, it's a win.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be good for the kids who actually get food that they like.
Yeah, your food was shit, Seymour. It sucked. It failed. The stuff you sat there and pretended to eat and went, it sucked. You know it was. You tasted it. Right? It was gross, and they couldn't deliver. And your whole $3 plan was completely unfeasible. And we've now got proof that it was not feasible. Yay.
You know what I reckon we should start calling Seymour?
A piece of shit, lying cunt, I don't know.
The $3 failure.
Oh, that's not bad. The $3 failure. Yeah, actually, that's like one of the worst things you could call them, actually. Because it's like such a small amount of money. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's not bad.
I'm writing that down and probably posting it on those guys.
Our $3 failure.
Right?
I'm loving it. Yeah, let that one stew. But moving on, we've got your addition to this week's news, which did sort of. This was breaking news today, if I'm not mistaken. More or less.
This has all happened. Everything fucking cooked off like this morning, and honestly, I was just because I mean, as we all know, obviously, it's been
still a rumor.
It's been like God, what? Probably over a month since Edu came out and spoke about the dictatorship-like behaviors within Pāti Māori. And, well, they could have maybe admitted that they might have some flaws, but instead they've gone ahead and just completely they've voted to expel them.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
So someone who's not as plugged into this whole situation like me, last I saw was, I think, last week, I think we covered this, they were calling for like a hui or something.
Well, so that was the iwi forums chair. So actually I do have that open because that's part of it.
Okay.
So we had, obviously, iwi leaders wanted to have a hui basically this week so that they could obviously talk through everything and try to basically find a way through so that this wasn't going to split the party up, because getting rid of a third of your fucking sitting MPs is not a great idea.
No.
And so obviously I'm critical of the fact that, like, so iwi Chairs Forum, right, they said they want to have this hui. They've just gone ahead and just before anyone had the time to do anything, they've gone and they've done it on a Sunday, which I just find a weird day to do things, because it was Sunday night that this was voted through, and they knew that the iwi Chair Forum wanted to have the thing this week. So for me, this kind of feels like the equivalent of when the government fast-tracked things so the Waitangi Tribunal couldn't have any type of say.
Well, because this wouldn't have included those other parties who were calling for it.
No. So this would have been just for Te Pāti Māori.
Okay.
And so that they could,
So this is kind of a bit slimy and behind everyone's back almost.
To me, I feel like it's kind of slimy.
It's seeming slimy to me.
But to me, it comes across as a pretty slimy thing to do.
Yep.
Especially given the way that they released that email on a Sunday night as well. See, they keep doing things on a Sunday, which again, also kind of sus. So we first had the Iru came out and was a whistleblower, spoke out against Pāti Māori. The first thing Te Pāti Māori did was release that email that was mentioning issues that had already been sorted out internally. So the issue with the funding stuff had already been identified, dealt with. It wasn't an issue. There was an altercation and an incident between Iru and a security guard, but it was not the way that they tried to pose it in that email. It was something that had come from some misunderstandings, and there was, he admitted to saying that he got a little shitty near the end, because fair enough, been a long day. And yeah, there's just the way that these things were already dealt with. There was no problem. The second a whistleblower comes out, all of a sudden, now they're saying something about this, which is, again, just to me showed that Iru was already, like, he was telling us the truth. And then you've got, obviously, Iru continuing to double down on what he's been kind of saying, and that he knows that people are going to try to paint him as a villain and try to paint him as aggressive or anything like that. He was very, very aware of the fact that this was going to happen. And then obviously today we see the announcements come out. But there were some interesting screenshots that I've got from Iru's Facebook story today that I think has put some things into perspective that I hadn't quite thought about, or honestly wouldn't have even known to think about. So I'll just go through them now. So just because Pāti Māori has said they have removed 2 MPs doesn't mean it's fact. There are already multiple red flags showing the process followed was not in line with its own constitution and therefore illegal. Being removed from a party is not the same as being removed from Parliament, and as it stands, Mariameno and Tākuta are still MPs for their electorates. The only way that that they can be removed from Parliament entirely is through the Speaker of the House under the Electoral Act. This requires written notice from the leaders of a legitimate removal from the party and 2/3 of the MPs in party voting to support the removal, which they do not have those numbers. Because Well, I guess that's maybe why they're trying to get rid of some of them. And then both have made clear that they are not going anywhere, so this is different to the situation with Darlene Tana when she actively resigned, and means they have a strong basis to contest the decisions against them. And at this stage, it is way too easy to talk about being independent MPs or triggering any by-election. This is what TP exec want the conversation to sound like and hinted towards in weeks prior, so they can remove the MPs, at least in the eye of the public. This is the height of dirty politics.
Interesting he brought up the whole Darlene Tana situation, because it's like night and day with how these two are being handled, whereas I remember that one, like, you know, optically it wasn't great for the Greens, but it was in terms of how it went down, it was all very mature and responsible. Like Tana was the one that was coming out like the child, you know, the baby, just sitting there just playing like, I'm gonna pout and just drag this out sort of thing, where it's like you could have done the right thing and just stood down. They went through all the proper processes. I even remember they took so long to do the vote for the Waka jump that people were just like, you're taking so long. Yeah. It's like, no, this is good. This means they're having a thorough discussion. Yeah, processes that, you know, it shouldn't just be like, let's rush into this assuming everything that we know is true, that kind of shit. So yeah, this is a fucking travesty. And look, I don't know, I'm not going to predict where this is going to go or anything. Like, this definitely not the end of this entire fucking drama. I mean, they've probably just made things worse for themselves the way this has all gone down. This is more likely than not to just draw more, I think, division within the party, like the way they're handling this. I don't know the opinions of some of the other members, but there might be some members that, you know, if these two wind up going their own way sort of thing, like there might be some members that go along with them, who knows.
For sure.
But yeah, look, this, where was I going with that? Yeah.
It's a bit of a fuck situation, to be honest.
So I remember listening, so last week I listened to John Tamahere on Bomber's show. I remember listening.
Yes. Fuck, that was...
So he had said a lot of things, but the thing that mainly stood out in my mind was when he had to sort of, because it had already come out with the request from the iwi leaders, was it? They requested the hui or
iwi Cheers Forum.
Iwi Cheers Forum, thank you. And he was sort of saying like, yeah, sure, this should all be handled via your own sort of philosophy and your own internal methods of tikanga and stuff like that. Am I getting the correct term there?
Yeah, tikanga and kawa.
Yeah, and he just sounded like a pouty child. He was basically like, yeah, but Kapa-Kingi came out and said that stuff first. He should have been the one to... I'm like, you're sounding like a baby right now, dude, just saying like, oh yeah, he started it, rather than being like, you know what, that is the proper process, and that's what we should be doing, and we are completely open to having that discussion, and, you know, like, which is probably the way he should be handling it, but he's... I think this is a place where he's trying to apply his sort of firebrand to Pāti Māori leader sort of, you know, which...
Well, he's not a part of Tim Pāti Māori. He was once a staffer, but he's not a part of them. Yeah.
But his sort of attitude, I find, is also reflected on the two leaders, Debbie and Rawiri. They're quite outspoken, and, you know...
I mean, he's fiery.
I think a little bit in your face, fuck you sometimes, you know?
Yeah, but the only thing I think I'm not sure if you're aware of is that they had been, like, he did not come and tell everyone this just, you know, as a first resort. This was a last resort kind of thing.
Oh, shit.
Where he wasn't being heard. Like, there's also the thing is Te Pāti Māori keeps making up lies that Te Tai Tokerau aren't, you know, active and didn't want to come to meetings when Te Tai Tokerau were left out of. So this decision was made by the National Executive. The National Executive is made up of, like, a whole bunch of different people, and you have your different executives for your different regions. They excluded Te Tai Tokerau, which is Mariameno's area. And my area, Te Tai Tonga, which is Tākuta Ferris, abstained. Thank God. But yeah, it's definite. I think it's just kind of fucked up that everyone just seems to be jumping on this bandwagon of like, oh, Edu must be wrong because how could Te Pāti Māori be wrong?
Mm.
And I just think it's naive.
Yeah, but it just felt a little bit like he was applying the wrong sort of attitude towards us. He was using like his aggressive sort of fuck you attitude, where it was like, this is misplaced and not the time to be doing this. Is sort of how I felt.
I find it interesting that you think that he came across as aggressive.
Not aggressive, but like, wait, we're talking about John Tamahere, right?
Oh, okay, no, I didn't realize you were talking about Tamihide, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think we jumped in between names a little bit.
Sorry.
There.
All right. Anyway, we'll leave it there. There's
John
still...
fucking sucks.
Yeah, let's leave it at John fucking sucks. We gotta move on.
John fucking sucks is a great. Oh wait,
really running out of time.
Let's.
So those don't know, there were. Who remembers the Lion Man? He's the Lion Man, doing all he can. It was the Sanctuary, by the way, which was due to close. The guys were only given like 10 days or something of notification, basically saying, hey, your funding's been cut. And they were going to have to euthanize the lions. But a couple of days onwards, another story came out saying, hey, we might not have to euthanize them, guys, because... Yay. Some people have heard the story, and now some big cat lovers are like, hey, we might, look after them for you, basically, or even buy the sanctuary so we can look after them. Nothing's for sure still. Decision's still pending, but I thought, hey, that's at least something. These lions might live, guys. So,
hell yeah.
Yeah, that's
Fingers
pretty much
crossed,
it.
Because if they get killed, that's kind of fucked up, though.
Yeah, we took them from their fucking...
Don't even get me started. We don't have time for us to have this conversation.
It's true, we don't. We can probably skip over the next one.
Alright, so go straight to this one?
Yeah, go to this one. So Labour's promising free cervical screening for all. They've promised to make cervical screening free eligible from October 27th from people aged 25 to 69 via its Medicard scheme. So they're just adding to the previous policy that they announced, which is it was good. So not only is that Medicard thing going to be paying for three doctor's visits a year, it's going to be paying for this as well.
Which, I mean, that's awesome.
Currently, screening is free for Māori and Pacifica, community service card holders, and people over 30 who have never been screened. The new policy removes the cost barrier for the remaining half, which I also think is it's for Māori and Pacifica, and people like ACT would call those racist policies, where they're racially targeted, but it's more
for
it's less. Yeah, but it's intentionally racially focused. It's demographic targeting, and that's for cost cutting. That's because it's funnily enough, it's because they're not getting enough funding there, so they can't discriminate.
They have to pick and choose. Yeah,
they have to pick and choose. So you guys are going around being like, "Hey, you guys need to be economical in the way you apply these policies," and they do that.
Doesn't economy?
Yeah, doesn't economy? Oh, now you're racist. You're racist. Yeah. Where's our healthcare for all? It's like, well, we can't afford it because you've told us you fucking won't give us the funding, and we have to be apparently economical with all this shit. So it's a pick your poison almost sometimes, because they're probably going to be complaining about this and how it can't be afforded now. But hey, at least and I love how they made it for everyone too. They didn't even say it's like for women. It's just for everyone. And obviously, if you don't have a cervix, you can't have it. So
pretty much.
Gets rid of that complication.
Requires a cervix to receive.
Does require cervix, but hey, you could be a guy, you could be a girl, you could be neither. It doesn't matter.
Whatever the fuck.
You can be whatever the fuck, as long as you go to service.
A gender neutral policy.
Exactly. Anyway, moving on.
More cancer.
Yay! More cancer. Yes,
but it's good, guys.
It's $56 million in the new Taranaki. Sorry, the new $56 million Taranaki Cancer Center. Let's see. There's a new cancer treatment facility in Taranaki, which will enable roughly 80% of regional radiation treatments to be done locally. Previous patients had to travel to Palmerston North The facility includes a whole lot of things. I'm not going to go into those, but patient and staff have described it as night and day compared to the previous inadequate facilities. One patient said, "For me, to have those thoughts about driving 3 hours somewhere, I could not have done that," is what they were saying, essentially. So, Health Minister Simeon Brown visited and noted that the building is life-changing for patients in the region. I thought I would just note to that, construction began in October 2023. Budget was originally $20.6 million, but was expanded to all cancer services, plus inflation, pushing it to $56 million. Roughly. So not only did they not start this, they also they had a cost blowout. What happened to the negative association with cost blowout, guys?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, remember how that's a bad thing?
Cancer. They might look real evil if they try to care about
but
that.
I'm just saying, just going with their philosophy.
I agree. I agree with you completely.
You're supposed to hate this as a result. You got a huge cost blowout. It was originally $20.6 million.
Yeah, maybe you should have cancelled it and got, like, I don't know, China to make the next lot.
Yeah, you guys should have been fiscally responsible with this cancer money.
Right.
Anyway, thank fuck, lucky Taranaki.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm sure that'll be very life-changing for some
I hope to save his lives. Look at him, he's so happy.
Oh, that's right, Simeon. I was looking at the person who had cancer, and I didn't even. Why does he look like that?
I don't know. He is like. I think there was one where he was like standing next to the machine.
Yeah, no, there is. I was laughing at it.
Oh yeah, there it is. He just looks so chuffed. He's. Why? I don't know. He's so happy. This is a big PR boost I needed.
Honestly, he probably was thinking, like, this is going to make me look so good compared to everything else I've been doing.
I know. Oh my god, I've had nothing but bad press lately, thank god.
Right.
Moving on. This is just, I thought it was pretty cool, but apparently there's been some bioluminescence at Stanmore Bay, just off Auckland, which I thought was pretty cool, and it did give a specific date, so I assume it's a sort of ongoing thing, but yeah, it's caused by plankton reacting to movement. And yeah, I don't know, if you guys are close by, maybe go check it out. If it's still going, I have no clue. But
yeah, that'd be so cool to see something like this.
Would be sick. I wish there was like a calendar that I had that I could subscribe to with like these kinds of events. Like, this is when you go see the aurora.
That's such a good idea.
Just so I couldn't be caught off guard with all these people being like, and the aurora's happening this week. It's like, man, I wish I was down south.
That happens to me every fucking time. Or like, I'll be like, oh, cool, it's happening yesterday. Damn it, I missed it. I didn't leave my house.
Anyway, you got one real quick one that you wanted to go over as well.
So I saw this launched today. Praises as government launches plan to combat methamphetamine. And I mean, I guess like Pat says, we gotta give them their things when they do good. And this is honestly, in my opinion, I was so happy when I saw this. I was absolutely chuffed because obviously, like, back where I'm from in the Bay of Plenty, like, meth is such a horrible fucking problem there. So, Justice Minister Paul Goldsmith announced a multi-agency strategy to address methamphetamine harm following a sharp rise in use and seizures, up by 266% in 5 years. Cross-ministerial effort, the plan was developed by a meth sprint team, including ministers of justice, police, customs, courts, and mental health. There'll be $30 million over 4 years that will go to frontline mental health and addiction services, especially in hard-hit areas like Northland. A nationwide media campaign will be funded by the proceeds of a crime fund, which will raise awareness and reduce stigma. Police will gain new powers to intercept communications and search electronic evidence, and a new anti-money laundering unit will be created. The Customs, GCSB, and Defence Force will increase maritime operations to disrupt Pacific drug routes. Border security measures will be reviewed. Northland provider Rako Ora and the New Zealand Drug Foundation welcomed the plan's emphasis on prevention, education, and lived experience providers. Community leaders stressed the need for sustained investment, more detox beds, and better pay for the workers. And yeah, I just think it's good to see this actually being addressed a bit more directly.
Much needed with the increases we've seen.
And exactly.
Up 266% in 5 years, as you have down here. So,
yeah, which is nuts. But I just thought that was something positive.
If you want something else positive, we can go to the next one, which is just a nice little pleasure break. So RNZ apparently do this annual thing where they play soothing sounds during Guy Fawkes for pets to listen to, because yeah, and they've got a little photo gallery down here of some pets just vibing, just chilling. You know, I checked out the playlist. I don't know. I'm not sure if it was the most relaxing music, I honestly, but I was like, oh, whatever.
Cat's face. What the fuck? Oh, bunnies.
Oh, bunnies. You don't see bunnies much.
Yeah, you really don't. Oh, what a beautiful doggy. Oh my god.
That's a big rolly.
Where's the dog? I only see rolls.
Where's the dog?
Oh.
They got big speakers.
Also, he's actually in a dog bed. Man, you barely ever see animals sitting in the bed you buy for them.
No, instead they do this.
Oh, he's cuddling the pillow. His little hand is under it. Oh.
Which, this is just another reason, by the way, to, like, ban fireworks sales as well. Because I think Pat mentioned this on the show the other week. He's like, look, I can see both sides, because, you know, people with pet issues, you can just bring the pets inside and it's fine. And I was like, are you kidding me? Clearly Nala must be well behaved during Guy Fawkes.
I mean, to be fair, Nala's well trained.
Yeah, well, the pets can hear you, like, hear the fireworks before you can. You're just like,
absolutely.
Why is the dog barking? You're like, oh god, fire! Oh no, he's gonna be going all night now. You know, and it's nothing you can do about it.
Well, and I actually, like I was telling Ems on Friday, whales can hear fireworks. It's not just dogs, cats, birds. It's sea life as well. Like, can we fucking not?
Anyway.
Also, look at that sleepy baby.
I know. Moving on. Down to around the world. Here we go. Yeah. What has happened around the earth in the last week? Well, we had Zoran Mamdani was elected mayor of New York City. Just to make things brief, let's see. He's 34 years old. We like that. Much of the opposition is calling him a Marxist devil come to destroy the billionaire class, whilst many of his supporters hope he's the Marxist devil come to destroy billionaire class. So
Facts. Facts.
Other than that, who knows? Moving on. Brazil's top court just voted against. Shut up. Voted against Bolsonaro's appeal. Fuck this guy. He doesn't deserve an appeal, and we're glad that, you know, he's not going to serve any time until he's done with all of his appeals. I think he has more, but basically the High Court was like, nah, you can't appeal, bitch. You fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, nah, fuck Bolsonaro.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this one I'm so excited for.
Yeah.
Coney 2012. Coney 2012.
Coney 2012.
Coney 2012.
Coney 2012.
Coney 2012.
Oh, I feel that.
Anyone remember Joseph Kony? Well, we didn't get him. We did. He's still out there.
Fuck, he's still going.
Yeah. This is just the International Criminal Court finally confirms that he's committed war crimes. That's it. That's all that happened.
Oh my god, that is so hilarious. Actually, when I saw the title of the article, I was thinking it was some other Coney. I just thought it was like funny. Haha, it's got the same name. I didn't.
Do you think it was the Cheese Coney Club?
I mean, Cheese Coney Club is so much better. To be fair, I showed that to a bunch of my friends because it's actually gotten stuck in my head sometimes.
That's the only version I hear now. I don't think Pink Pony Club.
Oh yeah, no, I fucking
Cheese
hate
Coney
the original.
Club.
That's the only one we need. Anyway.
Yep. Yay, happy stuff. So we probably won't meet our 1.5 degree Celsius climate goal in the next decade, so we're likely to exceed it with the next decade, so we're not even close, guys, because I think this was set to, like, was it 1.5 by 2100? I think what was going for, was it
that late?
No, was it 2050?
Nah, it's gonna be like 2050, surely.
Okay, anyway, we're doing horrible. The report says to stay under 1.5 degrees Celsius, global greenhouse gas emissions need to fall by roughly 55% by 2035 compared with 2019 levels. So we need more than half a reduction to what we were doing in 2019 within the next 10 years. We need to get down that.
Happen, and I really
it's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen.
I know.
I hate that we're just going to see the fucking... We're ruining this planet, guys. Humans are a cancer on this planet, and sometimes I feel like the planet would be better off without us, just saying.
Yep. And that was going to lead into us talking about the typhoon in the Philippines and Vietnam, but of course we don't need to because we already talked about that, and we just know this fucked up shit's happening all the time. And like we said, 21 storms in the Philippines this year. They got the next one on this way this week. So yay. Yeah, it's a super typhoon for those who missed it. Super. Not just your typhoon, it's a super typhoon.
Super typhoon.
More than 7.55 million people in South Sudan will face malnutrition during next year's April to July lean season, when food supplies are usually lower, according to Global Hunger Monitor. So this was something that was released by the UN last week, I believe. On Tuesday, they issued a warning predicting that hunger will worsen dramatically in the coming months as fighting between rival political factions intensifies and global aid funding dwindles. Despite this, I've heard nothing from Winston Peters. I did check his socials, and I found him complaining about fireworks and not being credited for Gumboot Friday, which I actually have a little link there if you want to bring up that post from him. Complaining.
I wanted to talk about Sudan real quickly before.
Okay, we can.
Only just because I've been seeing quite a bit of content around it as well. But just for anyone who's not aware, the Al Fasher massacre is an ongoing massacre in the city of Al Fasher in the Western Sudan, during which an estimated 2,500 or more civilians have been executed or murdered since the 26th of October. So it's not just Palestine we have to worry about, guys. Sudan as well.
They also have another weird thing with rainmakers because they still have a lot of traditional beliefs, and because there's a drought going on, they turn into a lot of rainmakers, and when the rainmakers don't produce rain, things don't turn out well for the rainmaker.
Yeah.
I'll say it that way. So
read it.
Oh wait, I was just no. That's that.
Is that it?
No, this isn't the one. It was before that.
Oh, my bad.
It was
Can you
this
highlight
one.
it for me?
This one.
Oh, this one. Sorry, I see.
But it's just Winston complaining.
When doesn't he complain?
I know. Since we, as in New Zealand first, fought for and funded Gumboot Friday as written in our coalition agreement, because I think this is responding to a post that, if you keep going down.
So is this the second post that he's corrected to we now?
Yes, it is.
Oh my
so he's
God,
really
okay.
butthurt.
Wow.
But I like this because he said it's Gumboot Friday since National funded Gumboot Friday, blah blah blah, all the numbers and shit. But then this person underneath, this is the first one that was there, still a strong and stable three-way coalition.
Oh God! I mean, yep. It's looking like this is definitely stable as
the top comment. I loved it.
I know that's beautiful.
Up Winnie.
I
But
can't
yeah,
believe he's done it over two separate. That's why I was
the man
just
can't
like,
contain himself.
Right.
I love it.
That's just crazy.
And this is in wake of natural disasters. This is in Jamaica, since when Hurricane Melissa happened. I just thought this was a nice wholesome video of humans actually helping each other for a change, which I liked. And I was like, why don't we do this more? These are just tourists who are caught in the catastrophe. Turn it down a bit.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, sir. Respect. Yes, where you from?
That would be me.
Indiana.
Okay, but my brain's just imagining this random fucking TikToker just walking through and then leaving, like not offering to help. You know, my brain's just like, imagine just sitting there videoing everyone. Like I would just be like, I don't know if I could do that unless I'd been sitting there and fucking going for ages. Like, oh, that's just so funny.
True.
Vicksburg, New Jersey. Where you from? Philadelphia.
All these beautiful people.
Jersey, where you from? No. All right, where you from?
Anyway, we could stop it there, but I just thought that was something wholesome and nice for once to actually see people just being like, hey, shit's fucked up, let's help each other for once.
Right? Also love that they got the sounds pumping, you know, they're just getting the shovels out, just fucking getting in there.
Yeah. Anyway, Mexico's president got groped.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Sheinbaum, I think, Mexico's first female president, filed a formal complaint after being groped on the public street in Mexico while greeting citizens. The incident occurred during a short walk while from the National Palace to the Education Ministry. A man, apparently drunk, placed his arm around her and touched her shoulder, hip, chest, and apparently kissed her neck. Yeah.
Of course it was a drunk man.
But she knows how to spin like an incident to gold because she's using this to now further a discussion about sexism in Mexico and sexual assault, because apparently each 230 states, all 32 states have their own sort of laws around this stuff, and sexual harassment, a lot of them don't have it even on the books. So she's used this as a good political opportunity to actually broaden the discussion to cracking down more on sexual harassment around Mexico, which I just thought was, you know, she's clearly got a very smart political mind, the way she's spinning this incident into a positive thing, I suppose.
Absolutely.
So,
use it as a platform. Absolutely.
Exactly. But there's not much more to it than that for now. So moving on, we've still got more about President of Mexico. Peru's banned Mexico's president as diplomatic dispute grows. Peru's Congress voted by 63 to 34 to declare Mexico's president persona non grata, barring her from entry to Peru. The move comes after Mexico granted asylum to former Peruvian Prime Minister Betsy Chavez, who I don't believe is related to Chavez
Hugo,
No, I don't believe it's just coincidence, I think. Who is facing up to 25 years in prison for alleged 2022 plot to dissolve Peru's Congress. So yeah, a bit of political tension going on there. I haven't heard anything about her reasonings for it, except she just sort of says like this is completely within international this isn't illegal by any international standard, which she's probably technically right, I think, but it's more like, still, why the fuck are you doing this?
Maybe.
Why are you protecting this bitch?
Was that a good strategical choice?
Anyway, again, not too much else to that one. I'm not sure if you guys saw this week. Last week there was a big fucking plane crash with UPS. I found out because I was at work and someone was like, "Hey, you don't have any UPS packages coming, do you?" I was like, "No, why?" It's because there's a plane crash. I was like, I love that's the first thing you think about is the packages on board, not the people.
Fucking oh my! See, this is what capitalism has done.
That's what it does. No, my package won't come. Oh yeah, and the people, I guess. Yeah. Those things. Yeah. But CCT, it's pretty self-explanatory. The thing took off and turned into a ball of flame. They've just recovered the black box. Well, there's about 12 people probably dead, like not confirmed, but there's there's quite a few people missing. These would have been people on the ground who were involved with it.
Jesus, holy shit, look at that.
Yeah, it covered a big area.
Fuck,
so I had
insane.
a shit ton of videos, but we won't go through it. The only one I actually thought was probably the most noteworthy one is this Reddit one.
Oh my god, I have to click to see InSwift. Okay. Guys, we're watching InSwift apparently. InSwift. I don't know why.
What are you talking about?
It's making me do the NSFW thing. Not safe for work.
Oh, well, people technically die.
Oh. Okay, yeah, fair enough then.
Oh, is this the right one?
We don't see them die though, do we? I don't know.
Well, I mean, you see a plane crash.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
This isn't the one I was thinking of, but oh.
Highlight the one you want me to open?
Holy shit!
No, that I must have removed it.
Holy
shit!
Okay, here it is. Try this one, different angle.
Where are you sending it?
I just updated the file.
Oh, I see. Different angle.
Yeah. I mean, that pretty much shows you it. I just thought this one, was a bit... This one
why
was a bit
not?
more lighthearted because it showed
okay.
some guy watching it. You can skip through, like, a couple of seconds. Like, keep going. About the... Oh, yeah.
Bit too far.
Bit too far. This guy's just sitting here in his truck.
On his phone, just chilling.
On his phone.
Oh my god.
Imagine you just working and you just see that.
Hold on, I need to replay that because I was like, do I look at the guy's reaction? Or do I look at this? I don't know which side to pick, so we're going to replay that.
Well,
so
you can't do both like me.
I can, but I can't truly enjoy
joking,
the
I'm joking.
faces he's making. See, now that is the exact reaction you expect.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah,
oh my god, wow.
Big fucking tragedy. Like, you know, there was like a dad and her daughter was at like the scrapyard, looking for parts that they're gone. So, you know, it wasn't just the people on the plane that died, it was, you know, people on the ground as well.
Well,
so.
yeah, I mean, it seemed like it was covered quite an area. That's horrible.
Only thing we can be thankful is not more people got injured because it's such a big explosion.
True, and I mean, in such a, if it had have gotten, say, maybe further, it could have been over even a more populated, like densely populated area. And, oh, horrible. Oh yeah, apparently, yeah, you know, so last week we covered Russia, and they were talking about their new Brezhnev missile or Brezhnevstik missile, and their nuclear drone as well. I think apparently it's a nothing burger. I mean, that's what the experts are saying, at least, but it's not for me to say. He claimed it had unlimited range, but apparently it flew for around 14,000 kilometers in 15 hours during the October test. So, you know, it's pretty good. But, you know, everyone's trying to down talk it, say it's not revolutionary. It might be good, but it's not revolutionary. Someone said it can fly long, far, and there's some novelty about it. And I was thinking, this reminds me a bit of the MiG, I think, 25, which is like an interceptor plane during the the Soviet-American Cold War, which the plane was so fast. People were like, it had like this sort of myth built up about it. But once they finally got their hands on one, they were sort of like, oh, this is like all it's good at. It's kind of not that great. Too specialized.
It's too specialized, and it was like it's kind of rudimentary, and it's just very well applied in a way, I believe. But yeah, everyone's just saying it's like, you know, signaling propaganda role for Moscow. But again, like it can be both. Like, just because it's one doesn't mean it can't be the other, you know. If, you know, like the nuclear bomb, that was effective and revolutionary. It was a propaganda that you'd use to be like, hey, look what we got, we'll fuck you up. Yeah. Which, again, it's a common thing, like the MiG. Also reminds me of the F-35 a little bit, which is like a bit of an infamous program that was like $1 trillion money hole in the American military, which just because that's where a lot of these things are too, is like, you know, it's just sort of money funneling regimes as well, just give money to the rich people behind it. So, but
oh yeah,
F-35 is sort of an over-engineered, probably, you know, if it comes to an actual war, F-35 is not going to make much of a difference, you know, to say the least. Anyway, moving on from that, Dutch court, boo, dismisses appeal seeking to halt weapons exports to Israel. Boo. Boo. Again, we'll sort of skirt over this one. Bad Dutch, but yeah, it's pretty much a pretty self-explanatory. They just said they're not going to continue to, they're not going to block the export of weapons to Gaza. You know, they're trying to say most of it's like defensive stuff. This only this only helps with the Iron Dome defense system or something. And it's like, you fucking think they don't like use anything they can as an offensive weapon if they can? Like, nah. Also, who are they defending themselves from? Really? Like, come on. They're the aggressor in like almost every situation.
How many countries are they the main, like the only thing that links all these other countries together?
Yeah, I'd stop the shipment of those fucking missiles and say, you know what? How about just not starting fights? How about that? How about solve things peacefully? Then you don't need missiles.
Mm-hmm.
But when you sell missiles, it's not a lucrative.
Armaments. The arms race is literally what capitalism is trying to continue.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Anyway, moving on. There's bear attacks in Japan. The Japanese government has deployed military units in northern regions, likely Hokkaido, which I went to recently, to tackle a surge of aggressive bear incursions into communities, aiding by setting traps, transporting local hunters, and disposing of bear carcasses. However, the troops are not permitted to use firearms. Actual culling is done by licensed hunters, so they're not actually going to be shooting bears, but I thought it was just amusing.
No, when you said they weren't going to be using guns, I'm just imagining hand-to-hand combat.
Hand-to-hand combat.
With a fucking bear.
Come at me.
Right? At least maybe with a one-handed weapon, maybe two-handed,
Yeah. Apparently the region's seen more than 100 bear attacks and at least 12 fatalities since April 2025, which I was only there in February, so I didn't have a bear. No bears attacked me, so I think this is bullshit.
Right, and you were on Grindr trying to find them.
Hell yeah, I was. No, but the things like climate change and reduced natural food, all that kind of stuff is associated with this. So it's a problem caused by humans that humans are also experiencing, and they're like, well, I guess we got to kill the bears.
So
great.
what you're saying is we should just let these humans keep dying because we fucked around and we found out.
Now that I'm not there, yes.
No, I'm more meaning because I'm like that's actually really fucked up. Like when you point that out, my brain goes, oh,
they had beer on the menu when I went
though.
there. Not kidding. It was expensive. It's like hundreds of dollars.
I guess maybe the price of beer will go down.
I guess it'll be cheaper to buy beer. Yeah.
Oh, I hate the story. Let's change to the next.
Let's change it to
one.
something happy.
No, it's not happy.
Musk is getting more money. He's been approved almost $178 billion, which is performance linked over a decade. So that's at least
KPIs.
That's one smart thing they've did. So he has to deliver his goals. His goals being delivering around 20 million vehicles annually, deploying 1 million robo-taxis and selling 1 million humanoid robots, and increasing Tesla's market capitalization to roughly 8.5 trillion. Unless, I guess... I don't know, I guess, because he's not going to wait a decade to get that money, so they must just divvy it out, or they pay it all now and then they charge him later, or sue him or something. I don't know. They're probably going to give him the money anyway, I guess, so who cares, but...
I'm just confused, okay, so he's getting paid $1 trillion to deliver cars, robo-taxis, and robots.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep. Some of the stuff he's already fucking promised he'd deliver decades ago, or like a decade ago, the robo-taxis and stuff.
Yeah, isn't he already behind?
The man's just a constant liar. He's the Tesla Semi, the Cybertruck, full self-driving. Next year, I swear, guys, it's going to be next year. All this shit. It just never happens.
Honestly, I don't know how this guy...
And when it does happen, it's horrible. It's like the Cybertruck, where it's like, oh, this is actually crap.
I've never met someone who you're like, he both feels like he has negative charisma mods and also +5 charisma mods. Because how does he do this? How does he just waffle his way into $1 trillion fucking dollars?
I don't know.
This is why capitalism needs to die.
Yeah.
Set
This
the world
man
on
just
fire.
fumbles his way upwards. I think I'm just going to veto pretty much everything else, honestly. Because there's nothing else is critical. But what I think we should do is jump down to...
So the good stuff?
To this one, which is the fainting video.
Yes.
So those who don't know, Donald Trump, one of his advisors, fainted in the White House this week. Just don't unmute it or anything. Just play it, just so people don't unmute it. Don't unmute it.
Don't unmute it.
No, because there's like shitty music and stuff. But this guy fainted, toppled right over.
He really, bro, like
he was gone.
But also, it's like the weirdest slow mo, like.
what is that, like, wasted?
Also, Literally what I was gonna say. It feels like they were trying to set him up for a fucking GTA
Meme,
wasted
yeah,
moment.
they're doing a meme. Anyway, so
Maybe
that was
I'll
just...
send this to Raijin. Maybe Raijin can meme it up for us.
Oh, you can meme the shit out of this. I'm sure it will be. First meme is up next, which is this picture of Trump that I saw posted about it.
Oh, if we go memes, I should grab one of my ones.
Yeah, we're going on to the memes. Your cat when you're choking to death in your apartment. You might need to zoom in or something.
Yeah, no, I'm just... Reddit does not look good. Nah, it's not going to do it.
Change it to old Reddit.
I don't know how to do that.
See where it says reddit.com, you put old and dot at the start.
Okay. Old dot. Man, I'm feeling old dot. See, it didn't
Your
work.
connection's not private. No, not www.oldreddit. Oldreddit.com. Just get rid of the www.
Oh, okay. I'm just... Oh, fucking hell.
Who uses www anymore?
Me?
It's gone. Okay, it's gone. I guess
you
that's...
fucking kidding me? All of it.
Well,
all of that.
We're not going to see the meme, guys. It's gone. Removed by the mods. Blame the mods. Yeah. Anyway, you see, essentially, he's just standing there whilst this guy faints in the background. We get the joke.
Yeah. Surprisingly, Trump did nothing.
Trump did nothing.
No one's surprised.
Anyway, let's do some palate cleanses and stuff. Which is this one again. You might want to mute it.
Oh, the dog bus. Yes,
yeah,
I've
it's
seen
like a dog
the dog
bus.
bus. I love the dog bus.
Which this one cheered the shit out of me. Which is these dogs showing up happy to this bus. Imagine if this was your job.
Oh my god, dream job.
This
dream
would be.
job.
Oh my god, I wish I was doing this every day.
Right.
Rather than helping people who are just mad and don't know how to use the computer.
Right.
That's my day.
I'd much rather deal with dog poop.
It's like a party.
Bus. I mean, it would smell like wet dog, but I would want to be on this bus.
Oh my god!
Oh, puppies! They have little gates on the. Oh my god!
You know some of those guys need gates.
I've never seen the puppy one. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. Oh, big swimming. Oh, bruh. Bro wants his friend back.
Apparently Gary is now following 3 dog buses on Instagram.
Hell yeah.
Moving on to the next one.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
I like this one too. The guilty doggos. Oh, you can unmute this one. This one's better when it's unmuted.
Press the buttons. Do the things.
Who did this mess? Cody, you make this mess?
What a knock. Yep, see, that's what a knock.
Who did this? Who done this?
Who ate the toy? Bella ate the toy. Did Bella eat the toy? Who made all this mess? You did it.
You both look guilty.
Who did this?
Right? Sulks away.
Now, would you look at this. Now, who did it? Now,
They're
you know you
too
did
tiny to do it.
You know you did it.
Who ate the Hawaiian rolls?
Trying to cozy up to dad.
Who did this? Cool.
Cool. That's funny. I like that.
We got so many dog ones.
I was gonna say, I think you primarily have dog ones, don't you?
Yeah. Well, how about this one? This one's a cow.
You know what? I'm so down for.
Yeah, we want some diversity here before we end the show.
Have a cow, man.
Yeah.
Oh, what a sweet cow.
Yeah, this little cow hugging a chicken.
Oh my god, it's cow and chicken. Did you ever watch
that? Yeah,
Hell
I did.
Yeah.
How did you discover this? Were they just hanging out?
Yeah, I haven't. Well, we keep an eye on them, and this is what they do. He kisses them. That's his chicken.
Oh my goodness.
They're both handicapped.
Oh my goodness.
All right. We can watch one more before we. I want to do the gay only parking. Let's do that before a little bit of a laugh before we leave.
Have a gay old time.
Have a gay old time before we go off to have a gay old time at BHN.
Right.
Thank you everyone who's joined us tonight. I think we've had record live viewers.
We had
pretty
someone
sure.
from America, and I forgot to point it out earlier.
Shit.
So yeah, it was hard to keep up tonight, but cheers everyone. I'm loving the corridor. Loving the corridor.
Anyway, let's
Especially
watch
when
the
it's productive.
gay parking.
All right, gay.
Are you gay?
No, I'm not. Are you?
Oh, you're not gay? So this is a gay parking only right here?
Okay, I'm gay.
You're gay? All right. All right. On a scale of 1 through 10, how gay are you?
10.
10? All right. Last question here. Do you spit or do you swallow?
Spit.
Are you gay?
No.
Oh, you're not gay. You're gay? All right. How many men have you slept with in the past month?
One.
One in the past month? Are you a top or a bottom? Oh, you're a bottom? All right. Are you gay by chance?
No.
No? This is a gay parking only.
Oh, do I talk like that? I'm gay.
Are you a top or a bottom?
Neither one. I'm side by side.
Are you?
He does know that is a position.
It's a
right?
position, yeah. You can be a side.
Exactly.
Gay? So this is a gay parking only.
Today.
Oh, you're gay today?
Yeah.
Are you a top or a bottom?
Top.
Oh, a top. All right. Are you gay?
No.
No? Yeah.
I didn't notice the sign.
Yeah, it's a gay parking only.
Also, I'm just pausing it because you know what? I'm not to make this serious.
Yeah.
But all this video is teaching me is that the reason people don't trust trans people is because of this shit. Because straight white men will literally say fucking anything to do whatever the fuck they want.
Oh, I can do this if I'm gay? Yeah, I'm gay.
Yeah, I'm gay. Like, that's how they think trans people...
Sorry, we say variety now.
Variety?
Shout out to a side. Hell yeah.
Right?
I mean, we could probably end it there. That's pretty much the video. And
I mean,
we're at time, so... Yeah.
I see you've got a song.
I do have a song. It's a nice little rap in front of the Apollo, which I just thought was cool. It's more dog stuff, coincidentally.
God, more dogs.
So, thank you guys for joining tonight. Go off to BHN.
Sorry. There we go. Now go.
That was pretty much it. We should just finish. We're done. We're done. Come join us next week. We'll have a good old time. A gay old time. Same bat time, same bat channel.
And I'll have heaps to talk about from this weekend. So let's go.
I like to tell y'all a story. This story is about my dog Fred. Check it out. Yo, it was 1991 when I got Fred. He was a big bull puppy, the perfect pet. Sit. Now as I kick it to you, I'm going to tell you all the things that he used to do. He used to drink a whole six-pack, get drunk as a skunk and lay out on his back. Like if that wasn't enough, he used to wake up in the morning and bum rush my Coca Pup. He followed me so much he started stalking. I told Fred to beat it, he started moonwalking. Bust out! Eat some chicken stack, finger licking. He got excited cause he seen the grease dripping. He kissed on the thieves, he's begging me, please. I can't believe it, y'all, this dog is getting on his knees. I know you're saying to yourself, man, how? In the hell he gets so smart, so Fred, take a bow. Pay attention to every word I say now. When I point my finger to the ground, that means to lay down. He's no intention, man's best friend, a rover. When he see a girl, he wanna get where he roll over. And on, and on, and on, and on. And don't stop, rolling to the break of dawn. Then I can do it all from the moonwalk, barrel over, even crawl. Give me kiss. The first rapping pit in America. Stop. Back. 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 Back.